Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rap. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
Hey, yo, what's happening, folks? What's happening, folks? As I told you today, 8:30-ish, and it is now time for Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Jae.
We here, man.
Everybody look at the same time.
We here. We here. Reach out, be a part of this thing.
Inside Joe Harvey. This is going.
Yeah, 404-500-1605. But as we are, getting things going, go ahead and, go and touch that button, share that thing. Angelo, tagline, sir.
Tell a friend, tag a friend. Tell
Yes,
a friend,
sir.
tag a friend.
Not now, but right now. Go ahead and do that. So they can get,
Send me the link. So
there you go. There you go. There you go. Right there. Dwayne, send Harvey that link, man, so the YouTube link, so that we can get some of these folks up here to see Coach Harvey doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go ahead and get going because, like I said, we are into the ish side of 8:30. So we're gonna go ahead and get things going.
I like that.
As you see to my right here, man, the special guest today. Hey, Mr. HOF himself, also Mr. Harvey Glenn is in the building. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm here. This side of the dirt, baby.
Hey, brother. Oh boy, you said a lot right there.
This side of the dirt.
Look, well, I'm chilling right now, man. I am surrounded by Hall of Fame. You feel me? I'm in, it's inclusive. It's like, you go to those resorts and everything is free. I'm with the Hall of Famers, man. If I go in the club right now, I'm gonna get the same body. You dig?
How about
That's
that?
what it is. All the way to my far right, that young lady that usually pops in a lot, a whole lot, to the point to where she's usually here all the time. Got that young lady, Jae Sunray, in the building. How you doing?
Hey. Doing awesome.
All right. And to my left, low down, a.k.a. Angelo, a.k.a. Mr. Sit Down at Uptown himself, the Lo of Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. What up, bro?
What up, though?
HOF himself. Yes, sir. Next week, we're going to see either a jacket.
This weekend.
Sweat,
talking about next week.
Yeah. We're going to either see a jacket, a sweater, or a sweatshirt put on them. On
Something.
both of these, fellas. We're going to see it.
Huh?
I'm going to be sitting front row.
What they
man.
tell us, man. That's what they tell us.
That's so
Try to
proud.
make my own.
proud,
Ocho Cinco.
There you go.
proud of
25.
these gentlemen, man. I have competed with them. I have competed against them.
Thank you, brother.
And it is well deserving of those accolades to step on in there, brother. Proud of you.
Appreciate you, man.
Even though you did a lot of damn holding. But
They don't call it ain't holding.
hey, so we're gonna get going, man. We're gonna start off with some current events. The craziness has happened recently. Recently, there was the University of South Carolina was playing against Texas A&M University. South Carolina was winning. Was really winning decisively at the time that this incident. Wide receiver ran into the end zone, hurt his hamstring, so he couldn't stop immediately. So he kind of ran up the tunnel. Another one of his players, being supportive, ran behind him to help him walk back out. There was I guess they don't call him a police officer. They call him a state trooper, public safety officer or something.
State trooper.
State trooper. State trooper actually turned towards them, walked into them aggressively, kind of walked right between them, bumped into him. Then after he bumped into him, he turned around, pointed his finger at him, and
Chastised him.
he chastised him. A lot of people are saying that he said, either get the hell out of here or get out of here, something like that. And he was sent home from the game. There was press release that came out pretty quickly. But today is Monday. This happened on Saturday. And does anybody know his name yet? Has his name been released?
That's a good question. I'm not state trooper.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they released the name or not. I want to say they did talk about it on yesterday. What his name was. I want to say even on Shannon Sharp, I think they said his name, but I can't swear to it.
Okay, and I know that they say that a lot of people was calling for a suspension, but did I read that he was relieved of his duties, or was that just the duties at the game?
His duties at the game. He's
Duties at the game.
relieved of all game day duties.
Okay, so
He's
that's
still
that,
a trooper.
So that's that overtime is gone in, basically. So yeah.
That easy money.
But let me ask y'all this. Now, this here was a white trooper, and these here were black players.
Mm-hmm.
Devil's advocate. Let's flip it. Black trooper, white players. What do you think is happening
Oh, he's gone.
to the black trooper?
He's gone immediately. We all know that.
You'll be agreed at Walmart. Check your bag. Let me check your bag. That's his next job. Let me check your bag. Come on now. Let's be real.
Even this guy, I mean, to me, it's just the Trump effect. The fact that he wanted to do that and is going to get away with it.
Now, that is one thing I will say that 45-47 has done. He's given a lot of he's straightened the backbones of a lot of cowards out there. They're doing things that they probably wouldn't do.
Emboldened.
I wonder though if this hit would have happened even if 45-47 had
Yes, it
never
would
been
have.
in the chair.
This guy, and I know we put a lot of emphasis on what the idiot in charge does, but this guy right here, this is just an eye-opening call of what happens when the cameras are not on.
Yeah.
For him to respond the way he did, just imagine how many people he's
on the regular pullover.
Wow. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it.
Imagine what he's doing on the street.
That's what I mean.
If he does that in front of 100,000
105,000 people
whatever it is,
with cameras all over the place. If you did that, that's who you are.
Right.
That's who you are.
But over the last few years, recent years, before Trump was in office, when they find people on social media or what have you, caught on camera doing these things, they have been letting them go of their jobs. You don't think so?
Well, this is not a fireable offense, though.
Okay.
That's not a fireable offense. There's not a whole lot you can do, especially places that have unions and all that stuff. There's not a whole lot you can do outside of, you could warrant a write-up. I don't know if you could even suspend them for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But as a police officer, now the only the closest thing you can come to a suspension is the fact that he initiated contact with these two young guys. You know what I mean? And shame on him for doing that. You know, these are two 19-year-old college students playing football, and you initiated contact with them. Now, for that, I could see you might be able to throw a suspension in there. I doubt it, but you could. And because of all the media attention it's getting, I think they are going to come down hard on him because of that fact. You know what I mean? But
It's
but
assault,
you're not gonna
though, right?
you're not,
Is it not assault?
To the letter of the law.
it'd be tough.
Okay.
It'd be a tough sale. I mean, just be honest.
Yeah, the letter of the
You know,
law,
if-
maybe, but
if it was a regular person, maybe. But for it's just unfortunate, and I think it definitely shows who this police officer really is. I bet you, if you look into his background, he probably has all kinds of complaints in his background. You know what I mean? Because that was so deliberate. It was crazy. I watched it live, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I saw it, and I had to
so
grab the
fast.
remote and be
Yeah,
like,
happened so
did I
fast.
just
Fast.
see what I?
Yeah.
I actually had to rewind it and look at it again because I like I said, it was a glitch in the TV or something. I never seen nothing like that, and
Just flex that too.
yeah, and the thing, okay, now these were some big kids, these football players. I'm sure that they were surprised and frightened at that moment.
Right.
But think about how a kid would feel just on the street with something like that happening.
Right.
I don't think they were frightened. I definitely think they were surprised, and kudos to them young men for not responding
Engaging. Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it'd have been
not
easy to engage.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have been easy to engage. You know what I mean? The fact that he initiated contact,
Yeah.
kudos to them for maintaining their composure.
He
and
just caught the right two.
yeah, he did. He did.
He just caught the right two.
Because it could have been one of them big linemen, somebody else, man, who would be like, you know what I mean?
Already on edge.
Already on the edge. Or a linebacker who, a linebacker you all know has to have a different type of mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it could easily have gone,
Let that have been George Pickens.
oh, man. Pickens would have
boy,
responded.
They still fighting.
Pickens would have
They
responded.
still fighting. They wrestling like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just, luckily,
Ooh,
that
boy,
was the case.
Pickens. Oh man,
Yeah.
you
Luckily,
said
that
the
was
right
the
one.
Yeah, luckily that's, that
Yeah,
was
he
the
was in
case.
his feelings for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause they were getting whooped. And that's what it was. He was pissed off that they whooping us, and now y'all gonna run up my tunnel. I'm not gonna allow y'all not gonna run up my tunnel. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what it was.
Right.
If they were Texas A&M was beating them that same score, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
He wouldn't respond that way. He probably would have went up there, you know what I mean? But he wouldn't have did what he that.
Right.
Yeah.
He was aggravated at
Get
that.
back out there.
Yeah.
Get
yeah.
your, whatever he said, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
There.
Okay, recent news. I don't like talking about 4547 too much, but 4547 says that he will sign a bill to compel the Justice Department to release files related to the Jeffrey Epstein case if Congress passes it. This was just recently that he did. I'm talking today. A couple hours ago is when I saw it pop across my screen. I had to grab it and bring it in here. Yeah, what you think?
It's gonna be so much stuff redacted. That thing gonna be full of black boxes. It's gonna be full of black boxes. He even had the nerve to say that. I feel like that was before today, maybe yesterday, that he was going to suggest them to start investigating Clinton and some other people, but not him, but the other people that may be in there. And then I sent you
what
that
he said.
earlier, the shocker about he might even be Donica Lewinsky.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't hear about Donica Lewinsky? So when they sent the emails have been coming out and from another source, and he supposedly gave Bill Clinton a blowjob.
Who?
Yeah,
Epstein or
Trump.
4547?
Donald Trump. Well, it's an email, and it says something about him giving Bubba a head, and Bubba
Oh, that
was
was
Bill
about-
Clinton's nickname. Yeah.
That was about. I didn't know what Bubble. I didn't.
Well, they got a
I
video.
lost. I
They
got
got a
lost
video of him patting him down.
from the front.
from the front and Patton
he a
completely
crack.
from the front. You know what I mean? And
He's always been a
and,
crotch
and,
rapper.
and that didn't look like AI. That looked like, you know,
Could have been. Yeah.
it could have really happened.
Yeah.
That movie a
So,
little funny.
Yeah, the evidence is stacking up. Okay,
but as far as the other part goes, I don't know.
it's in the email. Yeah, where Epstein says it.
Ooh, okay.
Man.
Right, the plot thickens.
Man, I mean,
It don't explain
you
what.
good.
What'd you say?
The plot thickens up.
the weird behavior.
I mean, he's a psychopath. We already know that. Right. Right.
That's
Well, not to belabor this subject, but the one thing that's interesting about this guy is, you know, I don't know if y'all saw that 60-minute thing I tagged.
Classic Konversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with Jae Tea.
You'll see everything you want to know about everything this guy's about, man, because it's a story on the pardons and the pardon he just gave one of the richest people in the world. This guy's a billionaire, and this dude, man, is making so much money in this presidency seat. Hey, man,
Yeah.
the amount of money this guy's made in these first, 8 months? Are we in 8 months yet?
8 months. Just think about
Hey,
that,
man,
It's only been 8 months.
This was like a $2 billion deal, man. Y'all go watch. Look, I tagged you, man. Watch the
I know,
first
I
50
looked
minutes,
at
50
some
minutes,
of it.
60
I
minutes
had
yesterday,
to
man.
stop 'cause I was
I
at
was
work.
like, wow.
I couldn't even look at it because
I was
at
like,
work.
wow,
I was
this is
getting mad.
crazy.
The fact
This
that
is
no other
crazy.
president has been able to do that, though, right?
Oh,
Because he
man.
was selling those shoes, he was doing all this merchandise. How are you able to do this and sit in his seat when no
Hey.
one else has been able to do it?
No, it wasn't that no one else has been able to do it. No one else just would do it. This mother, he just don't care.
He don't care.
The thing
he
that's
he just does not care about it. But
3.8 billion. Okay,
we ain't gonna
I said
mess-
it was like 2 billion. I knew
we
it was
we
a
ain't gonna
huge
we ain't
deal.
gonna mess with that dude all night.
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
we ain't gonna mess
This
with
guy
him
makes
all
so
night.
much money in this little short period of time. It's bananas.
But think about how his businesses have went bankrupt so many times.
care.
And what I think, this is what I was telling people
That's the
last
American
time.
way.
Well, I was telling people last time, I said, they keep voting for him, and they're like, he's such a good businessman. No, he's not. He keeps filing bankruptcy. He's about to bankrupt America. It's literally, he's just using us as the piggy bank. And it's crazy to me.
Here's what they come back on when they say he's not a good businessman. It's hard to say he's not a good businessman when you can think about the amount of money he's made and that people are giving him. People gave this man like $250 million to build a hotel that he bankrupt in a year.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
hey,
Yes.
but-
there you go. Thank you,
but
Mike.
if you bankrupt, if you got
Sales-
250
Mike.
million and you
Sales
bankrupt that
is-
hotel in a
sales is
year,
business.
bro, you just banked.
Yeah.
You just banked about $100-something million.
Sales is business.
It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
But like he said, he's a good
Connected.
salesman.
Connected.
yeah,
Not
sales.
a good business.
Barron is also a billionaire at 19. Yeah.
Right.
Shit,
He
he
connected.
ain't selling
Because
no
I feel
used
like
cars.
we give him too much
It
credit.
should definitely be a conflict of interest, B. But
Yeah, he
nobody's saying nothing. They just letting the guy go.
Yeah,
scot
just let him
free
do what he
whatever
wanna do.
wanna do, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so it seems like the new thing in the NFL right now is, you know, the whole spitting thing, you know. So Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals and Jalen Ramsey of the Steelers got into some trash talking, and all of a sudden you saw Jalen Ramsey swing on him. Jalen Ramsey got ejected, but of course we're talking about an NFL game here. There's at least 75 cameras around that field. Jamar Chase stood. I got to give it to him. He stood on it.
Right.
He stood on it.
Straight
They
faced.
asked him a couple of times. So let me make sure what you're
Straight
saying is that
faced.
you did not spit on this man. He said, I ain't spit on nobody. I ain't never spit on that
I ain't
man.
open my mouth.
I ain't open my mouth.
Holy shit.
And people are looking at and these camera angles show it.
It
so
was AI.
right. so I'm just trying. Has this become the biggest form of respect? Back in the day, it was your mama. If those words came out of somebody's mouth, there was a fight. So now has the whole spitting epidemic became the biggest sign of disrespect man to man?
As being disrespect. What do you mean?
I asked the question.
I'm saying it's being disrespect more than your mama.
Yeah, well, I didn't know people spitting back in the day. When nobody spitting around me.
I've never
Yeah, I ain't
encountered
nobody.
that action
Me neither. I
I've
haven't.
in any heated conversation.
Yeah, I've never had nobody spit at me, spit on me,
And been in a lot of
unless they
heated
did it while I was,
conversations.
unless I was walking away, and they spit while I was walking away or whatever. But I've never encountered it. I didn't see it around. But now it seems like that's the thing.
I've seen it. I've
It
seen
is.
it
It
quite
is.
a quite a
It is
few
assault.
times.
It is.
Yeah.
I think, man, this is it's always been the ultimate form of disrespect, and I don't think it's gonna ever change. You know what I mean? You know, y'all know I owned this club a while back, next to Comedy Club, right?
Beautiful thing.
Yes, beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
And I remember, man, first somebody got in with a gun. It shouldn't have happened. That's a whole other conversation. But I was next door and I got a call, say, hey, man, somebody just got shot next door. I said, somebody just got shot? I'm right next door. And called the ambulance. There was a regular in there. I said, man, why you shoot, buddy? He said, man, dude just spit on me. I said, oh.
Spit on me? Yeah, gotta get shot.
Hey.
Yeah.
And when I went to Buddy, who was in the ambulance, I say, man, why you spit on this man, bro? Mm-hmm. He said, man, so. I said, man, whatever comes from
Before
being
that.
spit on,
Facts.
bro, you earned that. Whatever the outcome is,
Yeah.
man, you don't spit on nobody, man.
Spit on somebody, man.
Dude, spit on that dude. The dude shot his monkey tail out. Like,
He didn't kill him.
you ain't kill him.
Well, you
Thank
gonna
God he didn't
you
kill
gonna
him.
forever limp.
Hey,
tell you what.
but I bet it'll be the last spit.
I'm about to say,
Yes, sir.
I bet you won't spit on
about to say,
nobody else.
But it probably dry mouth.
And carry a
He
cup.
probably walk around with white lips.
Hey man, it's a true story, bro. It's a true story, man. Joker spit on that joker, man. He did that job. I was like, oh, shoot. Hey,
Yeah.
you earned that one then, bro.
Get well.
You earned get well. You don't spit on nobody, man.
That's
You
all I gotta
crazy.
tell you, bro. Get well.
I remember seeing
Hilarious.
somebody hark and spit on somebody.
Oh.
Woo.
Hey, from what the camera angles that I saw, it
was
seemed
a
like he
lot.
harked.
That was
It
a
seemed
lot.
like he
That
like,
was a lot, man.
I mean, he
That was a lot.
you know, at the beginning of the season, old boy from Georgia, when he spit at Dak,
Yeah.
his look, you know,
Two.
little loosey.
Two.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he was
what
more
I
so
saw-
spitting out in his direction.
Yeah.
Jamal spit.
I mean, and it was a lot. Like he had a
Yeah,
cold.
That's it.
like he
And then-
actually
and
had a
then-
cold.
But did it intentionally. They didn't put his hand behind his back when Buddy jammed him because
Right.
now you're trying to play innocent.
Right.
Oh, nah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, Phil be a sucker
So
to
when
me.
Jalen Ramsey did this interview, boy, Jalen couldn't even hold back. Boy, he was
Hey.
cussing and everything.
Hey,
he was
bro,
like,
he
you
was-
knew he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
man,
Yeah.
he's at the spit, man. It's on then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Football
He-
over with.
He was like, man, everybody know that I'm, you know, prone
talk
to
trash
talk
with
a
the
little
best.
trash. I talk a little trash with the best of them. And, you know, I love it. I love doing that. He was like, but when that came, he said, hey, man, forget football and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no disrespect to the game, but he said, forget it, forget all that. All that's out the window. So,
He said, don't be surprised Jamal get hurt next 2 games. He said, because defensive players stick together in NFL. Well, it won't be next game because he's going to be suspended.
yeah. They suspended him. Yeah,
For one game or 2. One game.
Now I
yeah.
hate to keep asking the same question, but is that assault? Isn't that considered some type of?
It can be.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is. Spitting
that's
on
what I
somebody is
thought.
assault for
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
Okay, that's what I
Def-
thought.
Definitely.
But in the league, you know, nobody really brings charge on nobody.
Their own police.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last little bit of sports. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix has knee surgery. He's likely lost for the season.
He said, whoop-de-doo.
We bought a clunker.
Got so.
Ah, dang, that's cold blooded.
Bought a lemon.
Bought a lemon. Georgia has a lemon law. We should made us send his ass back to Washington.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed
Get
up.
our pick back.
That's
At least a
messed
partial pick, you know.
People got mad at me
Hey, dude.
when I said when they drafted him, I post. Y'all know how I post. I post how I feel. It might be funny or however you like it. I posted, the man knees is worse than mine. And he's 25 years old. And my knees are bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was thinking, how many years you thought you was gonna get out of him anyway?
And he was old. He's
25.
He's old for a college
Right.
for a quarterback coming out of college. Because of those injuries, he was able to redshirt,
3
get
years.
extra years, and all that type of stuff.
Redshirt 3 years.
Well, that's why they kept him in the shotgun at all times. He don't take any snaps under center. And they thought they were going to be able to protect him, with the athletes they had around him. I wasn't of that opinion. I thought he'd be okay, and I've said it a bunch of times. I thought he'd be okay, but I knew it was fragile. You know what I mean? I knew it was fragile. But he got a great arm. He got arm strength.
Arm talent.
He can make the throws. His accuracy is, and I think that's what they were banking on. But it's unfortunate. But he definitely has three major.
Yeah,
Three major knee.
Yeah,
knee-
3 ACL injuries in college, and
Three.
you only got 2 of them. Right. It means one of them got ripped twice.
My
this
right
year,
knee's got ripped twice.
and this year he
So-
had 2 knee. This is the second knee injury this season.
Yeah.
And Kirk, hey bro, Kirk, I don't know, he mad because now he got to actually play. You could tell that when he went out on the field, he was like, man, you got to be kidding me. I got to go out here and play.
I bet he called him a nigga.
I think it's the OC. I agree. I think it's the OC as well. Falcons coach gonna get fired. He's definitely gonna get fired.
Arthur Blank just won't do it during the season, but
He's gonna
he
get
is gonna
fired
fire.
just simply because of all the games they've blown.
Yeah.
They've either could have won half the games they lost. They've blown
That's absolutely.
too many games. I think that's the problem for him.
Y'all hired a clunker for a coach too. I mean, I was glad the brother got the job.
I always happy when I see a brother get opportunity, man.
I was glad he got the job.
I wasn't.
But
You
my
wasn't?
thing was
DEI.
my thing.
Dang.
My thing was, man, he's been here before.
Y'all
and he
low down
lost-
for real
and he
here.
lost then. I could see him getting hired someplace else, but how do you hire somebody that you've already had that lost the last time he was here? That was that always. It might be. Yeah, you might be
what I
right.
said?
Yeah, it might be DEI.
Oh, it's a black city. We got a black general manager. Then we get a black head coach.
Got us a black quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are they wrong for trying to hire black?
Used cars. Recycled goods.
They took a gamble.
I hate it because because the chances are so far and in between. You really want to see them do well.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I really just hate it. You know what I mean? But sometimes you gotta make sure you're surrounded by the right people as well. When you get an opportunity, you gotta make sure you are staffing up people around you that can help. Because some of the decision makers they made is just so bad, and you just gotta wonder who's assisting you.
Those timeouts.
Nobody
not calling
come on,
timeouts.
somebody's supposed to be in your ear. Somebody's supposed to be right there with you
Yeah.
for those timeout situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody's supposed to be right there for all those little situations. He's
And
supposed
like
to
I
have
said,
somebody.
that's the reason he's gonna get fired because they ain't got nothing to do with the players.
Right. Man, when he
That's-
frees the kicker with 2 timeouts. I mean, I know it don't always
D-Man was
work.
going off about that. Boy, it was like two timeouts. We ain't freeze the kicker. Yeah,
Just try it. I mean,
Yeah.
what you got him?
What you got to lose?
Yeah, you
Right.
gonna take him back to Northside Drive?
Yeah. You don't get to turn him in.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with him? Shit, you can't do nothing with him.
You
man.
quick
Frank
with it.
said he's a coordinator. That's where he feels, where he excels. Unlike he get another chance. Yeah, I doubt he'll get another chance as well.
Not as a head coach.
Yeah, not the head coach.
I say bring my man back.
Probably say he ain't no brother.
What's
God
man?
dog. Damn.
The Ravens offensive coordinator. What's his name? Todd Monken. Bring Todd Monken on.
Yeah, I agree. He's very creative. You know what I mean? He keeps you off balance. Yeah, I agree.
Back the truck up.
I agree. I agree.
Speaking of clunkers, Angelo, Steelers, what y'all gonna do with the one wrist pony now? I ain't calling my pony. I guess.
Well,
it's
good thing
donkey.
you don't throw it the left hand. You can put hard caps on that left hand and keep playing. It don't affect your right, but you know, we showed why we brought Mason Rudolph back. You know what I mean? You know, he's not going to take us to the promised land, but he's good for that. That's what you want your backup to do.
Just come in and just get you through it. Yeah.
That's what you want your backup to do. Your backup got to be capable of getting you through that.
Yeah.
Go 5.
But I'm gonna tell you something real quick before you get off the sports, because we got to bring up Shedeur Sanders, right?
Yep. Next thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Because you said it was the last ones. I want to make sure I brought it up.
But when you said backup, it brought it back to me that we got to get on Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders, as you know, Deion Sanders' son, was projected as a first-round pick, did not get drafted until the 5th round. A lot of people was talking about collusion, you know, between the owners, this, that, and the third. He played with the Cleveland Browns drafted him. He started off as the 4th string, right, or 5th?
Yeah, fourth.
4th string.
Only reason he wasn't filled because Deshaun Watson.
Because Deshaun Watson was hurt.
Yeah.
So, they ended up trading away a quarterback, so he actually got up to the number 2 spot. And this week, the number 1 player, who Shedeur was a lot better than in college, ended up with a concussion, so Shedeur started the second half. And he went, 4 for 12, or 4 for 16, I think, with 40-something yards, an interception, and on top of that, his house got broken into.
For real?
Yeah, his house got broken into. Also, and there's a lot of people out
terrible.
there that's saying, see, this is why Shedeur shouldn't have been a first-round pick and all this type stuff. Me myself, I thought he was dealt a raw deal. I'm glad that the coach actually came out and said it, that this guy has not had any reps with the first team at all, which goes to show you how messed up this whole organization is.
Malpractice.
Is it worse that he actually hasn't, or is it worse that the coach actually admitted it?
It was gonna come out. It was gonna come out. The fact that he hadn't taken the first team rep was gonna come out.
Yeah.
I think he's got out in front of it.
So that's what he was doing, getting out in front of it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The line we was talking about earlier, the lineman said he hasn't ever heard Shedeur's cadence for the whole year.
Oh yeah, Shedeur said he's never. The first time he threw to Jerry Jeudy, who was Cleveland's number 1 receiver, he said was in the game. It was the first time.
First time through to any of the ones.
Yeah.
But like Harvey just said, the lineman never even heard his cadence before.
Yeah,
They didn't even know how to, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's so basic, but they never even heard a cadence before. I mean, you had 0 reps since June?
He's been there.
Yeah.
You had a single rep with the ones?
Since he's been
Now
there.
keep in mind, I get it when you daggone 4th on the depth chart.
Yeah.
But at the point where you're number 2 on the depth chart,
Yeah.
you ain't give the guy no reps with the ones, but you're the number 2 quarterback.
Right. And been there for 10 weeks.
Dude, no
or
periods.
12 weeks.
All the periods you got, you could have.
Hey man,
You could get at least 1 or 2 periods
Right.
with the one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I said it earlier to come back to it because I listened to Mason Rudolph's press conference last night, and Mason Rudolph, who's the backup, said how every week he still gives his favorite plays to the offensive coordinator every week as the backup. You give your plays to the offensive coordinator. So if something happens, the offensive coordinator knows to flip to your sheet to say, okay, this is the plays you call based on this person.
right?
And that's how most teams do it.
Absolutely.
But again, shows you why Cleveland is such a garbage organization. They're gonna be there where quarterbacks go to die, and I hope Shedeur gets out of there.
Me too.
I hope he gets out of there because this organization is garbage.
I would
The organization is garbage.
I would rather that
I
they
got
just
a perfect
release
place for him.
over there, right over there, right over there.
Yeah.
I actually hope Cleveland releases him so that he can, sign on somewhere as a free agent that's going to benefit him instead of them trading him to some
Right.
other messed up situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Be buried somewhere.
Yeah, but I read it today that his house got broken into while he was out there dealing with
terrible.
that stuff.
Fighting for his life out there.
Literally.
Wow.
Then get home and all this stuff is in shambles.
Right.
That's crazy.
I think we talked about that when we When I was talking
a
about
ring.
how they go,
It's a
how it was
ring.
like
Oh yeah,
they see
And
where
they-
you at.
yeah, and it ain't
Oh,
just
he got
one
a game,
city.
and then they go to the people's house
Yeah, and it ain't just one city.
and break
they,
in and rob
They
them.
all over the place.
oh yeah, all over the
Yeah,
place.
They got
and-
Kelsey.
Yeah, it could be
Mm-hmm.
black folk, white folk,
more than
don't
him,
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, them folks. I mean, like you said, they know where you at.
Yeah, you're supposed to have someone at your house
Yeah.
if you're rich.
And them cane corsos.
Yeah. The dogs and
That part.
and security. Yeah,
part,
yeah.
yeah.
You almost have to.
Not one, but a couple of
You
them.
saw what happened.
Tyrese dogs.
You saw what happened when they.
You know what? Don't do that. Don't do that, love.
You saw what they did. What happened? When they
Don't
tried
do
to
'em
break
like
in the
that.
Boosie house, ain't it?
What happened?
When they tried to break in the Boosie house, y'all didn't see that? The
No.
video, the ring camera footage. Oh, them dogs got loose. They did their job.
They did that job.
Who tried to break in Boosie's house?
Out in
Because
the woods.
that's what I was going to say. He's got acres. He has like
Hey.
like 80 or 108. I can't remember that number, but some.
There's YouTube
Wow.
or Google, whatever, the ring camera footage from
Wow.
Boosie's break in.
Say they
Dog got loose.
I got
They got
because
the
I
work.
think
They got the work.
how many acres does he have?
I don't know.
I think it's like 180 or I'm gonna have to look it
it's
up
a city.
because I remember him talking about it. Yeah,
It's a city.
he talked about how he bought
Goes to
it.
show you that wasn't somebody that's close to Boosie, because anybody that's close to him would have known that them dogs was there. So
Roaming the property.
Man, let me tell you one now, number one fan. Dion is not the Manning family. They're not gonna allow Arch Manning to go to Cleveland. I don't care how garbage he is. You said the Cleveland Brown want Arch Manning. They're
That's
not
not
gonna allow that. They're gonna show you the difference between
the
Sanders and Manning.
Right.
Matter of fact, they've already showed.
They've already shown you
They've
one.
already showed.
They'll show it again.
They showed you.
And there's a difference.
Yeah, Dion said,
We're going to hold for Dallas.
my
baby.
son
We're
gonna
hold
do
for
this,
Dallas.
that, and the third. They said, all right, we're gonna show you that you are not a man.
Hey, the Mannings will show you
Yeah,
though.
they
That's
already
how we
showed
do it
that.
around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, we're not doing
They're
that.
not gonna let that boy go to Cleveland.
They done
ain't
started
going.
prepping up. You see, was it another Manning in the works? He was sitting next to
got
Peyton.
Peyton's
at the game.
son. Peyton's son.
Yeah, Peyton's son. They got another one coming up. They already
Peyton's
started.
son. Mhm.
Hey man, the Mannings is different than the Sanders. I promise you. You know, yeah.
In
yeah.
the NFL,
Well,
they
you know why? Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
The Mannings have, whole communities named after them, not a street.
You should have had a
That's just
Rottweiler
a
named
street.
Gohan. We could leave the door unlocked. Yeah, Gohan sound like he dangerous. Gohan. I don't think I want to fool with Gohan either.
Go on in there.
Go on in there.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, he had 88 acres. So I'm just trying to figure out where.
Almighty.
You can leave bodies out there.
That's my point.
88 acres.
That is my point.
You
Why
got
would
a
you
pond.
try
You
somebody
got a
with
pond out
88
there.
acres?
It's fish food.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy out there.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about.
Because how you getting away? Like all of it is crazy.
They didn't.
Wow.
All right, so listen, folks. Tonight we are actually going to speak about the juvenile system. We're going to talk about the juvenile system in regards to youth detention. We're also going to talk about the institution in regards to adult corrections. But we're going to take a 2 to 3 minute break, and we will be right back with Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Jae.
What up, Unc? I see you. New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
The whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lo, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
that is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
To find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Jae.
We back, y'all. We back. Listen, 404-500-1605, man. Be a part of this conversation. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about the juvenile system and, talking about the youth and, some of the things that they're facing right now. But basically, the main thing with the juvenile system is, and again, Mr. Harvey, Coach Harvey, a Hall of Fame over here. He has some experience and recent experience. I have past experience, but he has recent experience with what's happening here in Atlanta.
Everyday experience.
Yeah, Fulton County and everything. And like I said, I know in my post and everything that he is, coaching youth still to this day, doing his thing out there, hearing the voices and all of that. But in regards to youth detention, youth corrections, do you think that the system is actually set up for success?
To a point, but there are holes in it. There are some holes in my opinion. I've voiced them over the years, and some changes have been made, but I'm only one person. But I am a corrections counselor for 17 to 24-year-olds.
Okay.
With the emphasis on the 17-year-olds because they are separated from general population. They're too old at 17 to be in juvenile. When you turn 17, you leave juvenile. but they're too young to be in general population, and that's at 18. That makes sense. So all the 17-year-olds are housed together until they turn 18, then they go to general population. The reason I say it is set up wrong to me is because at 16 and younger, they get points when they get arrested. They get arrested amount of time to accumulate these points until they're moved on up to an upper level. But until they accumulate those points, they are in a daycare.
And accumulated points, you're meaning in terms of if they get arrested, based on what the charge is, a certain amount of points are applied to those charges, like you had a traffic ticket type jump.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. And but the juvie is like summer camp. They can get food and they got classes. They can congregate with the females and
What females? The females and the males are in the same facility?
they're in the same facility. They're on different sides of the facility, but
Oh wow.
but yeah,
Oh, I never knew that.
yeah. It's a whole different ball game. They play video
Wow.
games. They got yeah. And so when they leave and come back, accumulated point, leave and come back, and then you finally get that big charge
Yeah.
because you've been in and out so much. You get that big charge, the armed robbery, carjacking, and unfortunately, big one.
Yeah.
They're held there, and then once they come to see me, kitty camp is gone. So now they about to crash out now. You're really about to lose it now. Then you got to get up, you got to do this, you got to do that. And if you're in the isolation, you're on 23 and 1. 23 hours locked up, 1 hour out. Shower, use the phone, do what you got to do. That kills their mental right there.
Now,
That's deep.
actually, this in regards to the 23 and 1. I got a couple questions, but actually, this when you brought up the 23 and 1, folks, youth, and we're talking about that 17-year-old, that right there. Oh, you can even go into the younger side too, the 23 and 1, being in isolation. Are they put in the isolation because of something that they did after they were locked up, or are they in isolation because of the crime that they actually committed?
After they're locked up.
After they're locked up.
That's why I was saying about the crash out part.
Okay.
They don't have any social, emotional programming at that age.
Okay.
None. Well, I could say all of them. I'm just generalizing. I'm just saying, for the most part. So they, you go in a gang. We all know they're in these gangs. When they get in there, they're in these gangs. So you get a green kid come in there for whatever. They're gonna jump him. They're gonna extort him. Raise holy hell. So when they actually do get caught, now they're separated and put by themselves. Now it's big boy jail now. And sometimes if their offenses are so large, they're held there. They may be there until they turn 18 because you never know when their birthday is. They come in at certain times of year. Their birthday might be coming up. So now they turn 18. Now you in there with the grown men at 18. One mistake can cost you
Yeah.
that right there. Oh, just one. A lot of times it'd be that first offense.
It'll be a major first offense.
Be a major first offense.
I was going to ask you that too, in regards to some that come in on a lighter offense. And, in your time there, have you seen somebody come in on a lighter offense, but then because of defending themselves or hanging out with somebody for protection or hanging out with the wrong crowd, end up with different charges while they're in there to end up making them into a serious.
An inside charge, what they call it.
Okay, and end up now instead of you going in for you were 14 and you supposed to be there till you 16. Now you done got in and done this and done that, drugs, assaults, whatever. Does those charges follow them when they come out? In regards to you went in with a small misdemeanor, but now you've been charged with assault or something in there.
Stole a car. You go in with a stolen car. You come out with an assault.
Right. So that does follow you when you come out.
Yeah. You
Wow.
can get those charges expunged.
Okay.
You can get those charges expunged.
Something happens
because
inside.
they juvenile.
Yeah.
Because they juveniles, right?
You absolutely can.
So
I help them with that too. The programs we have. I help them with getting those charges expunged. Also, my main focus is finding programs for these guys before they get out. So when they do get out, they have somewhere to go
right.
instead of coming right back to their neighborhoods.
Yeah, because they say approximately 71% of youth incarcerated in juvenile facilities are rearrested within 3 years of their release. So, and you're looking for the programs to help alleviate that part. Because I've seen it too, and this was years ago when I worked in corrections. I worked at a youth facility, and these cats would get off the bus and scream at me, "Yo, Mr. T, what up?" And I'm looking down there like, "You back?
Right.
Just
right,
left 3 weeks ago."
Right.
You know, that type of stuff. I've seen it where they,
I see it too.
and do you think that that's because of the programs that are not available, or do you think it's more because of the programs that's not available inside, or is it because of the programs that's not available outside after they get out?
A little bit of both. There's not the jail that I am at. They're not built for mass programming. Like they don't have a lot of classroom settings, to hold classes. You know what I'm saying? The newer, that jail is 30-something, 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they weren't meant for that. They just meant for housing.
Okay.
All right. We do have program pods at the jail. Pods that have substance abuse, have Alcoholic Anonymous, GED, mental health. Because some guys, need more than just talking to you and giving their food. You know what I'm saying? So if you have programming that leads to outside programming, it works. Like my inside programming has been pretty good these past 10 years. With the recidivisation rate has been approximately 70%. Because that number follows you. You're getting arrested again, you still got that same number.
Okay.
So you keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? That's how we recidivism. That's how we keep up with the recidivism. With the program. So you have some good stories and you have some bad stories, of course, but some that don't take it seriously. And some of those that don't take it seriously, I see it right off. I ain't with the 3 strikes. You get 2 with me. Because they're like teaching. If you got 30 kids in the classroom and 10 of them don't want to receive the knowledge, and they're infecting the other kids.
Facts.
And it's hard to.
I tell people this all the time.
You don't want to be like, I give up on them, but hey, you can't save them
Yeah.
all. That was my problem. That was my problem
Facts.
when I first got there. I thought I was gonna be like Moses and grab my kids and take them all,
Right.
all.
I thought, hey, that boy,
Right.
them first 2 weeks, I thought, that shit ain't gonna work.
Right. And then the other 20 suffer
Right.
when you have to keep trying to focus on the 10.
The 10, yeah.
But that's what they expect.
Yeah.
Everything I've been reading though is that back to what you were saying about they don't have enough, classrooms and things. Maybe those are the things they need to try to implement, even if it's trailers, right? Because the things that I was reading is that the diversion, when they have diversion programs, it lowers the recidivism.
Absolutely.
So seems like we would focus on that, but it goes back to that a lot of these programs are receiving money. when these children and adults are behind bars.
Numbers. Yeah. Numbers.
Right.
Numbers.
Right. Because if they know this, if they know that these things can help these people stay out of prison, why wouldn't they figure out how to put these programs in there? You know, I can remember as a teacher at some of the schools, as the schools are growing, at quite a few schools, there would be just a bunch of trailers in the back, and we had to teach out of those trailers, right? Because there were not enough. They could do the same thing with the prison system or with the juvenile system, let's say it that way, since they know this, right?
And now, let's make sure that everybody know you're not with the state.
No, county.
Yeah, he's with county, so it's a little. Yeah, what you're saying is correct, but I know it's a little different with that than it is, say, with state funds and being able to just build out. You know, my experience was in North Carolina, and they built out.
Right.
You know, as they kept coming, money will pop up, and we got a new prison that's going to be down the street. You know, the youth camps, like you said, they age out, but I kept seeing it. I'm like, when I started, man, I wanted to come in and be like I said, I'm going in. I'm about to help some young people.
Change the world.
I'm going to help some young people. Man, I had a lieutenant pull me to the side. He said, Mr. Thompson, come here, sir. I'll let you. He said, man, you can't save all these brothers. He said, you can't do it. He said, I don't care how hard you do it, how hard you try. He said, I love where your heart is at. He said, but you can't be a good officer and be able to protect certain ones if you're trying to save all of them.
Wow.
Stretch too thin.
Yeah, exactly.
Stretch too thin.
And like you said, what it does is it pulls away from, same thing like you said, Jose, in regards to teaching. You find yourself, at the beginning, it pulled me away from wanting to do anything. I was like, well, shit, I can't, forget it. It's too much to be trying to figure out who's this, and now I got to be good for a minute, and not good for a minute, But it does take away from. It can take away from your motivation to help, and so you end up missing out on some that you probably could have helped, because it will take away from your motivation. Once either somebody tells you that, and you recognize it, or you recognize it on your own that, your efforts are going by the wayside.
So how can you identify the youth that come in troubled but looking for a way out?
One-on-ones.
Okay.
Because in group sessions, they're only going to give you so much. When you get them to the side, one-on-one, they become kids again.
Okay.
They really come. They call me coach. They ain't even Counselor Glenn no more. They know I coach, so they coach. So you get those ones that kind of open up to you, that'll tell you about their background, tell you about their parents, tell you about their upbringing, and you'll see why some of them are there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of feed on that. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the ones that are closed off, the body language, head down. A lot of them ain't never talked to a man like that. One of them asked me, why do you care?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Broke me down a little bit.
Yeah.
Why do you care? I'm like, so I said, somebody got to take care of y'all nappy-headed ass. I had to break it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I got real serious with him, I would start crying in there with him.
Yeah.
But when you get them one-on-one, they revert back to their childhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we play play therapy. It usually with the little kids. They give them little blocks and little cars and whatever, ones that don't talk, and they'll be and they'll ask them questions. They'll talk to you while they're playing. And I use those same methods.
Really?
With the older kids, I bring some Uno in there.
Yeah.
Connect Four.
Okay.
And we'll sit around and like we at the spades table and get to have them conversations that they
Guard comes down.
would never have.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how that actually works. Me and you coaching next side by side with dealing with some of the people that we deal with in flag football, young adults. It is amazing what you can get from somebody just standing to the side with nobody else standing around,
Sure.
or a phone call or a text message. What you can get from them. I mean, I don't say his name, but there's a player that was on our team that me and him had some conversations, and I was like, wow. But then we played against him, and I'm looking at him lashing out and doing all of this, and I'm like, man, the conversation we had, this is not you at all.
Right.
So that is amazing that you said that, because it actually works with adults too.
Absolutely.
It works with adults too. Wow.
Yeah.
That crowd, not saying people are weak and followers, but when you get around a different crowd, you take on that energy.
You have to. They have to. And I shouldn't say they have to, but I know a few people that have been incarcerated, and they as young adults. And when you get in there, you literally cannot show any fear.
Right.
Number one, right? And so you almost have to have that same energy so that you're not messed with, right? You almost have to let them know, I'm gonna make you touch everything in this room, right? So you come in there and you really somebody that's not into fighting this and that, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know. I wanted to circle back to what Jae Tea was saying, which it kind of tugged at my heart. You said that the facility you worked at, they would somehow find money and expand when they could take that money that they found, right, and put it into programs
Well,
before needing to expand.
Well, you have to expand because of the simple fact they're coming in so much.
But what we're
They're not
talking
getting
about,
out.
right?
They staying in, and then you got more coming in. So
But
I get what you're saying.
But I'm just saying that the data shows that when there are diversion programs,
I don't fuck with data.
that is a lot lower, right? So since they know this, since this data is out here, right? Why not? Because it's easier to help somebody, you know what I'm saying, before they go back out here and they've had no help and they're going back into the same environments with the same mindset. Because everything is all about your mindset, right?
I think a lot of it has to do with mindset, but then also I think it has to do with the environment that you're going back to.
I agree.
Yeah, it.
But if your mindset
this
is
why
different,
I wish that there were more programs set. The halfway house situation to me is whack. And we get more into the adult side of things, but I think the whole halfway house thing, you know, where you're in a halfway house and you have to be in by such and such time and all that, I don't think it's set up for success. I think it's just a way to alleviate people in the prison, but it's a way to keep them in prison and also make room for others to come in. I don't think it's set up to actually put people out to have success, because the folks that's running the halfway houses is almost as bad as people that take in a whole bunch of foster kids just for the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I've seen that process, and I, you know, I've only up close and personal. I've seen it 3 times with people that I know, and there was nothing there other than a room, a hot plate, a couple of sheets, and some dingy pillows.
with the foster kids or with the
No, this was adults with the halfway house.
with the halfway houses?
And,
Wow.
and it was, you had to get a job. It wasn't a job waiting for you. You had to go out and find a job. You didn't find one, they were going to put you back in. You know, so then you end up taking whatever, and when you take whatever and it's not doing anything to help your mental, to make you feel like you're getting better, you're going to end up doing something else to go back in. And when in regards to those type of programs, I do feel that we need, and this is on the, you know, the youth side is kind of hard to say, but on the adult side, I think that there needs to be more programs to help people transition.
So let me understand this then. So for where you're working, are you the program, or is there something else? In like what else is the pro? You're the program?
I am the program. I have to create the program to get into the jail. I'm a contract worker. I don't actually work for the county. So I had to create the program.
Okay.
Present it, get it approved, get it funded, get it in the jail. So and
then do it too.
And then do it and run it too. So I outsource to the county different program. I won't name them. I'm not gonna give them plugs right here, but programs that take the inmates, take the you got drug reentry, second chance employers, homeless guys. You got, I mean, it's a myriad of things that they need, even at this young age. You know, a lot of them are older, but a lot of them can't go back to where they where they came from. Once they tell me that, I make sure that they in line to get housing. You know what I'm saying? On their own. But you got to get your GED.
Gotcha.
That's when I to the judge, hey judge, you know, put this in, you know, in its release. You got to get your GED, whether you get it in there before you leave or when you get out.
Okay.
Do they have vocational training at your facility?
No.
Okay.
No.
See, I think that would be something that would be beneficial.
The county does not have that. That's
okay.
When you get in prison.
Yeah, that's at that state level, where they're teaching you how to work on cars,
whatever,
teaching you how to welding, going out, or even
right.
farming. There's a whole lot of.
But wouldn't that be good for the
side.
teenagers, for the youth?
Absolutely, but they do. I will plug him, Arthur Blank, for building West Side Works.
Okay.
It's free vocational, and they have job placements. Initially, it was for the residents of that area, that English Avenue, Bankhead. It was for the people in that 3, I forget the zip code. It was for them, but oddly enough, he didn't have enough people signing up for the free program. So I presented them. I said, "Hey, listen, I have a captive audience,
right? Literally,
that I guarantee you I can fill up your program,
right?"
So I drove by there every day because they were still building the building.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was. Then I saw, what's that? So I get to work and I Google it. I said, "Oh, okay." You know, he had to do something when he told the people church down. So displaced a lot of people. So he had to put some money back in there.
Right.
But it's a good thing. We have a lot of guys go through there and are doing very well.
That's what's up.
Are doing very well.
And that comes from the youth side you're talking about, getting into those vocational programs.
It's whomever.
Okay.
You know, all you had to be is 17.
Okay.
Because they were only taking 21 and up. But I say, hold on, trust me, I got somebody that I can put in.
Right.
Trust me, I got somebody that I can put in there.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
So and then once you see what the judge give the guys, you know, they may be okay, he got a bond. Okay, at least he got a bond. So with the bond, you know they can either, you know, pay that bond or you know they're gonna get time served eventually. So you know you see, okay, his bond is $10,000 to $15,000. Okay, he might be here 6 months. If they don't, if it just never pay the bond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, okay, I can fast track you into these programs, but you got to get your GED. They're going to give you this training, and they're going to place you in a job.
Oh, that's dope.
So do you work indirectly with the judges? Do they come contact you for recommendations or things for those kids?
Every day.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's the first thing I do when I get into work.
So have you guys been keeping data on these young men that have been going through his program? And what is it looking like?
That's where the 70% come in.
70% of them, the guys that go through that program,
Completing.
do not come back,
return.
do not return. That's what I'm talking
We
about.
do it quarterly.
Exactly.
It's a quarterly report that
That's
I do.
what's up.
It's a quarterly report I do. Of course, boom, 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 year. Put all that data in. Boom, 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 year. You know what I'm saying? You get those few trickle back in. You know what I'm saying? They go into the.
So it's the opposite. Because the numbers were saying that when they're not going through a program, it's like 70% come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying them going through this program is 70% that do not, that stay out.
Right. But
Yeah, you looking at me for?
I'm just saying.
but
I'm just saying that. I'm just getting back to just saying that
Program.
that's something they
Diverse.
should.
Oh well,
that's something
now
they should.
you got to realize when I worked in it, it was over
Not you,
30
not
years
you.
ago.
Yeah, I
so
was just looking
back
your
then
direction,
it was more of back then it was more of labor.
Yeah.
They in North Carolina they wasn't. I think they had programs inside. Don't get me wrong. You had the GED.
Right.
You had some stuff, and I was working. This was when I was in the adult camps. It was more of, we got you here on a couple of life sentences, man. We're gonna put you to work.
Yeah.
And they kept building prisons because it was labor back then. Back then, now I only people that I know that's actually been in. I know a couple of you, and I know about 3 other COs that actually. I know 2 COs that actually work out in this on the state side of things, and they told me. I tried to reach out to them today. They was like, one guy he was like, we still got the same programs, and it just seems as if more of the inmates don't want to be in the programs now as adults. Not sure of youth, but he said that more of the guys they just don't want to do them.
You get
Right.
They're there,
You
but
get guys
Right.
they do the ones that you have to do because
mandated.
because when I was working there, if you came, you fill out the little form when you coming in. Have you ever drunk alcohol before? You put yes, you go into AA. Period. Whether you had a problem or not.
Right.
Have you ever done any drugs? If you put yes, they put you in that program.
Right.
To me, I don't know if that worked or not because none of them took it seriously.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So again, it takes away from the cats that's in there trying to take it seriously. But again, that was years ago. So, and with the county, I know it's different in regards to funds for programs and all that type of stuff.
That's exactly what I was about to. That's exactly what I was about to say. You took the words out of my mouth. It's COVID happened. When COVID happened, then that 21, then whatever the year that next year was, a lot of the programs were gone outside, like gone, like literally. You have reached.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the money dried up.
Right.
The money dried up. Those programs are grant funded. So if for about 3 years it was tough. That's why I know y'all live here. Y'all know y'all hear about the overcrowding of the jail and because we couldn't get them out and get them in anywhere. Wow. So that's why they was sleeping on the floors and the cots. And man, it was for about 2.5 years. Man, it was a third world country in there.
Wow.
because
no program was available.
That's why I think they should start with the juveniles, though. If they, if they do, I mean, I understand you just saying with the adults, but I feel like you said, like the adults now, they're making a choice that they don't want to do certain things. But if you start with the juveniles and say you have to do, you have to pick a trade or you have to, do certain programs because, that's just part of your sentencing, then they may not have as many people in prison. Because one thing I know is that as a youth, sometimes if you don't feel like you have opportunities, if nobody shows you, right, you can be an electrician. You could be, right. Mm-hmm. And you got to go back to this same situation.
You know better, you do better.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do believe, I wholeheartedly believe, if you catch them between 9 and 12, you got a chance.
I agree.
Been coaching youth sports. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it.
Yeah.
And half of the kids that I talk to, I ask them, when did you start getting in trouble?
Mm.
When I stopped playing basketball, when I stopped playing football, when I was just roaming the streets after school and was nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's no hard data. If I have to say, it's probably 60, 70%. If I had to give it a good guess.
I was thinking the same thing. I tried to start when I was parent liaison at one point. I would bring the parents in, and I started trying to get the fathers together to do like a mentoring group, because I felt like at around that age, 9, I saw how their personalities start to change, and they're looking at each other to see who a man is, right? But they're not old enough to even, you know what I mean? And they start calling each other gay and talking about sex, and about 9 years old, about 4th grade, 3rd, 4th grade. And so I always feel like that's around the age to kind of catch them and to talk to them about what a man is. Yeah. That's the main thing, teaching them what a man is, because they're looking all around them for somebody to affirm and teach them, right? And so just having those opportunities for them, I think would change a lot of things and change a lot of households and change a lot of communities, right? Starting with our young men.
So, Harvey, what do you see as, if you had to break it down, the biggest issue of kids coming to your facility in terms of what they're lacking that brings them? What's the thing that's bringing them to those facilities?
Access.
Okay.
Living in these neighborhoods.
Okay.
That we drive through. No access. Schooling is bad. Teaching is bad. It's hard to, once they get to high school, it's hard to get 13 to 14 years of bad habits out of them in 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Kindergarten, 1st grade, all the way up to ninth grade. Now all of a sudden you want the parent liaisons, the counselors, everybody to perform a miracle.
Yeah.
When they've had bad schooling, bad teaching, bad mentorship, or none at all. No access to programs at the Boys and Girls Club. They're closing them down.
Facts.
No mentoring. No access to the 100 black men of Atlanta. Don't even know what it is. Nobody even pushes them towards that type of stuff. You ask them what man in your family you look up to. Oh, my daddy. He in jail though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else got to step up. It's hard to do, and it's hard for men or people in general who don't have a vested interest to take on that fight. I got a partner right now. I'm gonna say his name. Nickname Speedy. Speedy got all girls, but he been coaching with me for all these years. Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't have a vested interest in. You know what I'm saying? He's been a mentor to these kids, man. He talked to them like they're his, and those kind of people I want around me. Y'all too. Since we didn't have great when we met, and our knees worked.
all true stories.
So I know what kind of men you guys are. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta catch them early, man. It's hard to get that dog out of them when they full grown.
And that's what, when I started coaching, it blew me away. I started coaching middle school. What the level of access to the wrong things that these kids had.
Yeah.
Because, when we grew up, we didn't really experience the craziness until we was in high school.
Right.
But, it's like Jae said, just like you just said, you got to catch them now in the 3rd and 4th grade.
Yeah.
I'm coaching and I'm sitting outside the locker room. I'll never forget this. I'm sitting outside the locker room. It was a hallway to the locker room. Actually, I was walking out. and it was the cheerleaders and some of the football players was out there. They didn't know I was coming out. And I started hearing the conversations, and I stopped. And I'm listening to them. These little girls is talking about people in their neighborhood saying, you know, Mr. Such and Such is fucking Mrs. Such and Such. Yeah, that's her mama. Yeah, and I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, and when I walked out, of course they clammed up, and I looked around. I thought I was gonna see high school kids. These was middle. Some of them was cheerleaders for the little league team, and they were talking. And that's when I started saying, you know what? Let me start, you know, speaking to these kids that I'm coaching differently, just to find out where they at. And it was amazing to me, man, how much access they have to so many bad things that they latch on to. Because, let's face it, when you're that age, the bad things, the shiny things is what you know, gravitate towards. Absolutely. And just seeing that, and like you said, you need to catch them a lot earlier now than what, you know, when we were coming up. So it's different, like coaching youth and everything. You know, it's totally different than what it was, you know, when the coaches that we had. It
used to be 13, 14 when you kind of, no, now you got to give them, like I said, like 9. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It used to, you know, you can't wait till 13 and 14 now.
Too late.
It's too late. They already formulated, and then in this,
Yeah.
you got access to everything.
Yeah.
Everything, good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to school on here, or you can
That's
go to
exactly
jail.
what I was gonna say. The phones. No, seriously, the phones are the worst thing.
You can go to school.
The phones
on
are the
this,
worst thing. No,
or you
serious.
can go to jail.
Yeah, real talk.
Interesting.
People buy phones for their kids in elementary school. A lot of people. I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because your kid is looking at porn.
Yeah.
They're looking at, and a lot of people don't believe this, but porn changes your brain
Absolutely.
off top. So if you that young and you looking at it, you might have a problem as you get older with your behavior and your thought patterns.
So is there a, do y'all, when you do intake, is there a question where y'all bring up or find out how many of them come from single family homes, no father in the home? Is that something
That's part of my interviewing process.
Okay.
That's part of my one-on-ones when they first get there.
Okay.
That's why I get there early in the morning. I do my emails. I go straight in. Okay, you got locked up over the weekend. Let me talk to you. Come on over here. Take them out the pod. You know, out that environment. You know, sit them in the classroom. Sit across from me. We talk. No officer. You know, and talk and you know, I make my notes and stuff because you have to talk to certain ones differently because some things were key. Some things, you know,
Trigger.
yeah. Bah. Some things I don't discuss with certain individuals in there. You know what I'm saying? They might have been abused. You know, I had one kid say his mother gave him, he was 13 years old. Father not in the house, his mother gave him a beer with dinner every night, say he's a man of the house. He's a full-blown alcoholic at 17 years old.
I've hated that saying, trying to tell, you know, if the father's not in the house, trying to tell a young boy that he's the man of the house. It puts way, I think we're recognizing that more now, that it does mentally put a different pressure on a child.
Not ready.
Not ready to have that. You know, and then when they go do something, thinking that they're doing something for the household, and you mad at him because he went and
He don't know anything else.
yeah, he went sold drugs, or he went robbed this because of the simple fact that his little sister couldn't eat. So he said, you know, I'm the man of the house.
Gotta do something. The kid's mother passed drug overdose, but now he's a full blown alcoholic at 17 with no skills. Hadn't been to school in 3 years.
Wow.
So now you got to fend for himself. What he gonna do?
Was he in a foster system?
No.
Wow.
He was in the house doing what he had to do,
Wow.
paying bills on hook or crook.
Wow.
Until the crook part got caught up with him. He's a full blown. The boy was sitting in front of me like this.
Wow.
You all right, man? 5 minutes.
Wow.
I said, you need to go somewhere. No, sir. I say, I'm gonna let you. You ready to talk? I'll talk. I started, doodling on my pad, whatever. Until he finally told me. He said, I need a drink. I said, when the last time you had a drink? He said, right before I got locked up. And this was 2 days. He's already fiending.
Wow.
If you look at him 17, he looked way older.
I'm sure.
Way older. Greg
sure.
older.
Yeah. Sure.
If I had to give you,
Yeah.
how Greg, how old Greg Oden looked.
Yeah.
That's how he was. He was a big kid too, probably 6'5".
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? 200, 220.
That's crazy when you look at them kids. You just think of what they probably, when you see somebody that size, and you think of what they could have done. Of course, you hate to say that sports. But again, when you look at people that way,
he said it. He said, I said, I believe you. I'm looking at you. We've been seeing athletes all our lives, so I'm looking at alcohol. He's doing good now.
That's good.
Doing good now. He's clean. Got a place. He lives off of Dunwoody, Ashford Dunwoody.
Okay.
Works at the MARTA up there. The MARTA. He's a
That's all right.
mechanic.
So you try to stay in tune with as many of these kids after they get out.
I do. All of them have my email address. Everybody don't have my phone number. Even if you calling me all night.
I know, right?
But all of them have my email address.
Okay.
All of them, every last one of them, and they got phones, so they email. A few I talk to. You know what I'm saying? That I know that ain't gonna be bugging me all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I talk to all of them on my email. Some of them Facebook request me. I know. you email me or you can call me on the work phone. They got my work phone. They don't need to know that much about me. But
we're gonna go over some of these comments. But I want to ask you this man, because listening to you, we knew what you did, but listening to you tonight and being Klassic Konversations and what we stand on in regards to mental health, do you talk to somebody?
Absolutely. I think it might have been you or might have been Lo. When I said, when we was talking, we were just having a conversation. I forgot where we were. And I said, those my Facebook posts and stuff, I said, comedy has always been my release.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the club all them years, and we had comedy night. And that was my favorite night when I worked in the club. I'll be watching the comedian, and somebody come ask me a question. I was like, what? Damn, I forgot I was at work. So, what I'm saying? That has always been my, release. So when I make these posts, sometimes I have to cheer myself up for the things I've heard all day.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And people ask me how do I cope with that?
Yeah.
I said,
they're pouring something into you.
I get to leave.
Facts.
Yeah. I get to leave. Rearview mirror, I always adjust it when I turn the car. I always adjust it. Look at that building one more time. I get to leave. Perspective.
Yeah, Robert and I were talking about this the other day about you being on the show, but she said, I just couldn't be up in there with them. I just can't be in there with them doors closing.
Oh, it's different. You locked in there just like they are for 8 hours.
And you know what?
You don't leave for lunch. Well, you might.
All right, B, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, we have a
so you can leave.
Yeah.
To go to lunch.
Oh yeah.
I was in there, bro. You ate what they ate.
My office outside in the parking lot in the trailer outside. I refuse to have an office inside. I gotta leave out that place, man. I gotta leave out that place, man.
Yeah. When you in there, bro, it's different. It's different. It's a different mindset. I know some people that's done 20 years and they still going to counseling.
Yeah.
From being, they got to go home, but they was locked up for 8-9 hours a day. Some of them, some jails do 10 hours.
12 though. I was on 12. They on 12 because it's short staff.
Short staff.
They doing 12.
So,
But you can tell the good officers, they talk to them, not talk at them. And those ones don't have problems. You can get a guy. I know a specific guy. He runs the 7th floor by himself. The 7th floor, the charges go. The higher the floor, the higher the charges. 7th floor, that's them motherfuckers. They call it the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
This dude runs the floor by himself. They respect this guy.
that's what's up.
I'm talking about, like, you know, if somebody needs something, like, hey man, hey, you ain't gonna calm down. I got you. But you gonna calm down first. You know, all right, man. Okay. But he talked to him.
Right.
I call, hey, Council Lynn, man, this guy need, I'm a notary. This guy needs paperwork notarized. You know, you don't got a bunch of jailhouse lawyers in there. Everybody, you know.
Yeah. Everybody John and Cockle.
Hey, man, but if it gives them a peace of mind, it's worth it.
Let them do it.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
And some of those guys are good. Some of them are really good. I read some of those depositions. I'm like, who wrote this?
Really?
I said, okay.
Yeah,
You know, some of those guys are good. So, you know, it's a lot of hidden talent. And
boy.
I believe that.
You know, and once they get dry,
Yeah.
get away from that, you know, dope or whatever it is they doing, you know, and they'll tell you, man, when I was on the street, I was high all the time. Bro, you look at this right here. Look what you doing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're incredible anyway.
Facts.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask,
Both ways.
what do you think? What percentage do you think of those offenders have had trauma?
90%.
That's what yeah.
I'm just gonna speak on my end.
Yeah.
In my 10 years there, I got the numbers. In my 10 years there, I've counseled 3,000 young men. 3,000 changed now because they in and out. 3,000 young men. And out of those 3,000, I think it's 3,300 and something. Out of that, it's like 3,000 or a little over 3,000 have indicated that they had some type of trauma.
Yeah.
Seen somebody killed. You know what I'm saying? Done had to shoot somebody in self-defense. Done had, you know, it's been abused.
Right.
Yeah, it's been something. It's been something that threw them off
Yeah.
at that age.
Yeah. Because a lot of times that's how trauma comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You being rebellious or
Right.
you know,
store it.
spazzing out, crashing out, doing things to, you know, try to.
Right. It may happen at 9 or 10 years old.
Right.
You store it in your cerebral,
Yes.
but eventually it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
If you hadn't dealt with it,
Yeah.
you know, eventually it's gonna come out. We don't know how or when,
Yeah.
but it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah,
I agree.
We do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
With whatever
Yeah.
trauma you've had.
Yeah.
It might be you saw your dog get hit at 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? It's stored. You may be 40, 50 years old and that you had that dream from when you was 5. It comes out.
Yeah.
That's trauma.
Yeah.
You may say, "Oh, just a way of life." No. And your parents had it too.
And the crazy thing is usually, like you just said, it's just a way of life. That's the way a lot of us feel. That you know, it's just a way of life. It's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen to us. It happened to my uncle. It happened to my cousin. It happened to my boy down the street. So why wouldn't it happen to me?
Right.
So you don't recognize this trauma until
Right.
you know you finally start talking to somebody, or you know, you see somebody else that went through the same thing that you did, and you can see you can see yourself in that prism, like in a mirror. You can see it and be like, wow, you know, somebody else gets in trouble, and you recognize they had the same something that happened to you happened to them also, and that's when you can start recognizing, like, but wow, you know,
like I said, your parents go through it too.
Yeah.
You know, and pass along trauma, their trauma. Anybody in here that has human parents has trauma. I don't know where you came from, but it's been passed along to you. Whether it's poverty, whether it's alcoholism, whether it's abuse.
Hell, it could be something as simple as the lights was out.
Yeah, that's part of the poverty problem.
Yeah. Just,
we just deal with it.
I had to take a shower because it was in cold water because we didn't have no hot water.
Right.
Oh, it ain't no big deal. Ron them didn't have no hot water last week neither. So this is what it's just my turn.
Yeah.
And you take it and you keep rolling with it, thinking that that's where it's supposed to be, not recognizing that, it does affect you in a certain way.
Absolutely.
Let's go over some of these comments. Some good comments in here.
We talked about ones from the earlier part of the conversation. Let's see here. What up, Ty Vic? Frank said, what happened to the cop? Is he missing on Boosie's property? Frank's stupid. Juveniles only need one person to fix their problems. Helen Bracey.
Oh, man, come on.
That's my grandma.
I saw it on
Let's see. Robbie said, yes, it does follow. She was talking about the charges. It does follow. Jails are not built for reform, which is part of the question. Arlena said, I volunteered at a juvenile detention home in Newport News, Virginia for 25 years. One day the residents told us that the best way to help them is to get them out of their home environment. She said that broke our hearts because this is a reason for them being repeat offenders. It's having to go back to their environment.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad. Orlando help in the home, and Robbie and the ones that need help cannot be with them, with the rebellious. That's true, JT. They need follow care and a place to go after leaving the facility. We always wish that but we were not able to find out what happened when they left. Mom said, you're doing a wonderful job, Harvey.
Thank you, Mom.
Robbie said, the youth are like adults. They don't want to do anything. I said, the fortunate youth are not in church. Said one of the things that they're lacking is resources, what you said earlier, because they're latchkey kids.
Yeah.
He's a contractor, big difference. You are locked up with them, and it's locked inside of you as you go home. Vicarious trauma is real. Once you learn, it's not your fight.
It's going to make too much noise. You can't turn it on.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to turn that fan on.
That's
I
a
thought it
pure.
was the-
It's
I
not.
thought that
It's
was
a
the-
purifier.
Wow.
Yeah, Robbie, in your words in regards to locked up with them and it's locked up inside you as you go home, this is what I say about everybody is not meant for it, even though, and we're going to touch on this a little bit, but even everybody's not meant for it, even though people take these jobs because of the economy and how it's been and all that type of stuff. Everybody can't compartmentalize.
Right.
Everybody can't go in there, do that job, and leave it. Now, don't get me wrong. You do take some with you, no matter what. But being able to compartmentalize, you're able to go home and be with your family and not reflect too much on what you saw or what you, because being in corrections is basically a cop without a gun in a confined space, because you see murders, you see knifings, you see rapes or you see the results of rapes. You hear the crazy stories, and like you said, you get to talking to these guys, and you sitting there looking in their face, trying not to show your facial expression because they're speaking to you about some of the stuff they did, and you think that you're helping by letting them speak. So you don't want to show your facial expression because then they may shut back down. As Miss TL, she did this, she did that, man. He said I couldn't deal with it no more, and she said one thing to me, and I walked up behind her, and I put that knife in her side, and I turned it to the right, and then I just came all the way back to her spine, and I'm sitting there like this. And my insides is crawling. But he's releasing it, getting it out, so I'm trying not to keep him from talking. But At the time, I wasn't going home to no family. Don't get it wrong. I was going home to the house, so I didn't have to deal with, I didn't have to go home and smile for anybody because I was going home by myself. But it is everybody can't take these jobs, but that's what I wanted to talk about in regards to the adult side of thing. In regards of the Department of Corrections is what they call it. The questions I had is, and we'll go through this quick: is it really a Department of Corrections? We know that it's up to the individual, but is the environment support enough to actually support the individual to correct themselves? And are officers screened in a way to see if they are willing to help, or are they screened as cops that could not make it cops?
Oh, Lord.
A lot of correctional officers are cops that couldn't pass. They couldn't cut it, so they go to corrections. And, I've seen dudes talk about, I've seen a guy try and do a citizen's arrest. He actually pulled somebody over for speeding. Why did that person stop?
Corrections officer?
Yeah. Why did that person stop? I don't know. But he actually pulled somebody over for speeding, called the cops, and the cops showed up. Because he wanted to be a cop, so he got some type of badge, so he felt that he had all this type of different authority, as a power trip, that type of deal. There's a lot of correctional officers that's in there like that, so they are over abusing their power, and all you do is trigger inmates that already have trauma or already are angry, either at just
they're on edge.
So now, when you go in there, flexing your power, they react. You know what I'm saying? They react. So that's why everybody's not made for it.
No.
And in my eyes, I feel that a lot of people, I don't think that they're screened as somebody that's willing to help. I think that, sometimes they look at it and see that, they've been in the military. Mm-hmm. They was a firefighter. They was a cop before, or they was security or whatever, and they get the job. Mm-hmm. Not realizing that it takes more than just showing up and standing up and, holding your belt. There's a lot more than that. So, in your eyes, from what you see, like you said, short-staffed and everything, do you feel that a lot of those in there are built for it, or are they just doing it because it's the job that they got?
Do it. Yeah. Some the ones like I said, we have the awesome officers. We have some awesome, but like you said, when you're short-staffed, you start hiring. You feel the void. Mm. So the screening part, I don't know what the hiring process is, of course, because I haven't been through it. But I just know what the end result is, what the officer looks like, and what the officer sees and hears, and because I talk to him every day. Hey man, what's going on with Jones? What he got going on? Some of them tell you to a point. Hey man, Jones, man, his mom passed a couple weeks ago. Man, he's just going through some stuff. When I get that, then I know he's seeing what's going on, bro. Instead of just, hey man, lock him up, boom, put him. You know what I'm saying? So, you get some of them that are actually just, ready to fight.
Yeah.
Just practice for them. Mm-hmm. And you will get it. If you ask for it, you will get it. You will get it. But there are some good ones, man. But in the short staffing thing, man, it's hard. It's hard. At one point, it was mostly women officers. Mm-hmm. Guys either wasn't applying, couldn't get the job, or couldn't pass the drug test, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. We had more women than men at one point. Wow. It has leveled off now, but man, for years I was like, man, hold on, what?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with, you have for a lot of partner corrections, they had to increase the pay, the initial pay for it, and I think they just had, the qualifications, when the police officer started advancing the qualifications, the corrections didn't necessarily, they started going up a little, so that has a lot to do with who they're hiring. And in corrections, it's almost like security, like with my security staff, for years it was 70% women. You know what I mean? Because women still going out trying to get jobs, but guys weren't. You know what I'm saying?
That's by sheer numbers, that's what it was.
Yeah.
From what I see, from eyeballing, not without any, inside knowledge, but what you see.
Yeah.
Is with the women. I was like, what is going on? Come on. I mean, then be new and be like, hold on. And then a lot of the old guard was leaving for better pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, whatever the case may be. Once they got all that experience, you got 15, 20 years, and you worked at Fulton County. Oh yeah, you definitely can come work down here. Or what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of them, a lot of them. I still stay in touch with a lot of them. But screened now. I think it's a little bit of psychology work you need in being an officer, police and correction.
Absolutely.
The correctional part probably won't do it because of the ranking and the pay, but an actual sheriff deputy, I think they should have some psychology, some community counseling, something in that background, or in that training, or it be a continuation of training. While they're working.
Well, sheriffs go through, the regular post training.
Yeah, they do the post. Yeah.
And corrections even has a level of post training now, but it's just not at the same magnitude.
Okay.
And a lot of times corrections for a lot of people, it's like the starter up. You know what I mean? You start in corrections, and then you become, a sheriff. You try to become a sheriff. You try to become something else out of that.
Right.
That's like that, but you got to get in here to get a job
First.
Yeah, first, because it's easier.
To try and move up,
and then try to move up from there. Like in Douglas County, all their sheriffs start in corrections. They all have to start in the jail before they can hit the streets.
Move on,
They start in the jail. They become straight jailers first.
I think because when I actually moved to Atlanta, I was in corrections in North Carolina. I was gonna get in corrections here, but the state pay was so low because it was based off the state of Georgia, not Atlanta. So then I looked into DeKalb County and I got hired, but I wouldn't. They back then you couldn't have no facial hair other than your eyebrows and your eyelash. No facial hair at all. You couldn't have none. I'm talking not even the mustache.
Right.
I wasn't doing it. My brother-in-law, he ended up doing it. When I told him about it, he did it. And he did well at it. He ended up going into being a bailiff and all, like you said, starting there, moving on up. But the pay, as far as working in the state of Georgia in corrections, was it was lower than North Carolina at the time, and North Carolina was low, and it was lower than that. But I was living in Atlanta, so I'm looking at the rent here and looking at the pay. I was like, nah, I can't do
That's
that.
what it is for
I
most
can't do
state
that.
jobs. Most state jobs are just lower paying jobs, and that's why the qualification levels are smaller. You know what I mean? And they can't keep staff because at some point you're gonna get tired of that BS. You know what I mean?
Gotta move on.
You gotta move on. It's like you're gonna get to the point where like, hey man, this ain't worth that.
Yeah, and now they're gonna get.
You know what I mean? I'm the only jailer with hundreds of inmates, and it's just me and maybe one person, but I'm the only one that. Hey man, the sheer numbers alone be like, man.
I took the test to be the parole officer, and I passed it, and I had all these different officers sending me offers, but in between the time that I took it and got the offers, I started reading, and they were just saying you have your load is so heavy that there's no way you can get all your work done. And if anything happens, they still blame you. If they do something, you gotta
parole.
Supervision. That's different.
I thought about doing something like that a while ago, but like you said, you can't. You're going there trying to help them all, and you don't have the time to help them all. There's gonna be something to slip through the cracks.
Your caseload.
It's crazy.
It's like the public defender's office.
Yeah, and
I
that
saw a dude desk packed with files like this.
I believe
all
it.
the way down,
Wow.
all the way across.
I believe it.
And the first time that a lot of them guys see their public defenders is
When they go to court.
ain't talk to him or nothing.
Yeah.
And now he's doing this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, here he goes, y'all. Yeah. I'd like to ask for a continuance so I can read over his case file. This dude don't wait 45 days on the case.
in jail, in jail.
Got continuance.
In jail. Now you got to go back in jail. Like, yeah.
hope for
Can't you
another
at least
day.
ask for a bail, man?
Yeah. And wait for another court date. Which
That's real.
Yeah,
That's real.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
that's tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get y'all in regards to this, and then we're gonna get in, take a break, go to top 5 or whatever. But do you think that the Department of Corrections is really a Department of Corrections, and do you think that there's enough? Is the environment support enough to help said inmate, and I'm talking male and female side, actually have a chance at corrective measures? You know, is there enough? And I know you work with the county or whatever, but I'm sure that you know some people out there.
Yeah.
In regards to the programs and stuff that is available, say in the prisons, because we're talking about prison now. We ain't talking about detention. Detention usually is city and county.
Right.
We're talking about prison where you get on that bus and you're out there. You know, that type of deal where you got that one stripe going down the side of your leg. That type of deal. Central down that way. That's what my cousin did his time at. But do you feel that it's, from what you know, because we ain't, grace God, ain't none of us been back in there, but do you think that the environment is supportive enough so that they can have corrective measures, from what you know?
From what I've know, no. Unfortunately, females, by sheer numbers, get more of the vocation and support just by sheer numbers. It's not as many.
Right.
Not that there's none, but there's
Right.
not as many women in the female prisons. So by the sheer numbers, you can affect more of them, And on the male side, man, I spoke at Telfair State Prison some years ago, and it's not even that big, man. I think they hold 5,000 maybe, and the facility is like those movies when you see the concentration camps.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like assembly line, sit down, boom, do this, do that. Lights out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no corrections in that.
Right.
You're doing your time. So when you get out of something like that, you're not ready.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
Facts.
You're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But on the women's side, I've seen just by we have to do classes. They show us film and stuff. The women is totally different. I'm just talking about Georgia. I don't know about nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They got some of them. They have like cooking, like chef, like actually
Yeah.
chef. I ain't even talking about flipping burgers. I'm talking about culinary arts. Things that they could use when they get out.
You
Like,
think that's because the nature of the crimes, maybe?
No, you
Okay.
got some.
There's some
You
women
got some
cutting
women gang
throats.
bangers. You got some gang
Right,
bangers.
right.
I mean, they did some of the hideous crimes with their
Okay.
person.
So you think it's just the size?
Just by the sheer numbers.
Okay.
Maybe that's the only thing,
Mm-hmm.
but just by the sheer numbers, you can affect more. Like smaller class size
Right.
at a school, you can affect more.
What is that number, you think, when it comes to the juvenile?
As women, girls, or females, or
Versus the men?
the females are much less. That are locked up in Fulton County. I'm just saying Fulton County.
Right.
If you had to go at the 17-year-old population, you're talking about 140 guys to 25 females.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that they don't do crime. They just
Right.
you know, it's just sheer numbers. You know, we have a beautician, what you call it, cosmetology for the ladies
Right.
for the ladies in the county.
What's your thoughts on? I think they don't do it anymore. But what's your thoughts on the Scared Straight program?
I was over that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was for the county. Yeah.
Okay.
It works on certain individuals. You know, numbers. You know, like I said, numbers. And, you know, when you probably can watch YouTube, some of them, and you can see the kids are actually scared.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, hey man, you can't touch me. Okay, he about that life. You know, some of the guys wasn't scared straight. You know, when they still bring them, it's not scared straight, but they still bring them to the school, to the jail, man. But you know where they come from? Roswell and Sandy Springs. 90% of them kids ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
You know, I'm not a part of that. I don't know how they're picked. I don't know that part anymore because they took it away from programs. Now the county is running it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know how they pick these, you know,
And-
suburban kids.
And the Scared Straight program is like coming in for a day.
Lock you up, dress you out.
Yeah,
Eat lunch.
What about what do you think about boot camps?
Yeah.
You know, where
Yeah,
you there.
They did away with those, didn't they?
They had one. They had one up in Snellville. That one because it's first offenders federal boot camp. So you got a big boy crime on the first go round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, less than murder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You might have carjacked somebody with aggravated assault. You may have robbed somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got a big boy job, but no one died. And you can get sentenced 90 days or 180 days. And you can take your first offender, which will wipe the charges away.
Now, do you think they did away with those financially, or they did away with those because we were being too hard on the poor kids?
Financially.
It's financial. Okay. So, what's your thoughts? Last question. What's your thoughts on the? As we talked about it earlier, that point system you were referring to. Is it really a waste of? You know what I mean? Does it?
Yeah, go on, say it.
It's really a waste of time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, from a psychological standpoint, you thinking, I know
Correct.
how many points I can
Points I
get.
can get.
Mm.
I know when you can't touch me when you can.
A set of brothers, I won't say their name. A set of brothers said at court, they had them on the news. They blurred out their face. I had them. Y'all can't do give me but so much time because I'm only 17. He knew how much time he was gonna get, and he's a murder guy. A man got off the bus on MLK, go in and play his lottery number, his scratch offs. Plays whatever, comes out, get ready to get back on the bus, go home, I'm guessing. Looks and sees two young boys, 14 at the time, sitting in a car. One's in the passenger seat, one's in the driver's seat, brothers. And looked at the two boys and do like, the boy asked him, what you looking at? Oh, I know y'all them boys be stealing cars around here. And he kept walking. The older of the two brother got out of the car, shot the man.
For nothing.
Wow.
14 at the time.
Wow.
I feel like a lot of times some older
3
people be
years.
telling them that.
Killing this man.
Yeah. I feel like some of them older people be telling them that.
Wow.
You know?
What
Tell
you
me
mean?
what?
Like, you're not going to get that much time. You know, like maybe
That's why they the runners. That's why they hold the drugs.
Right,
They know,
right.
They know
That's
you
my
get
point.
caught.
That's
Right.
that's old. That's old.
Right.
Game.
Right.
Yeah, that's an old game.
And also they've been through the system.
Yeah.
You know, they don't been to court enough time. By the time they're 16, 17, they know the law. They be
And
smart now.
Look, and it's Google.
Yeah.
These kids can Google it now. But that you're talking about, yeah, that's been I don't know if y'all remember the movie back in the day. It was called Fresh. Kid was running drugs back and forth for the Puerto Rican dudes, and he was 12 in the movie. But they knew if he got caught,
In juvie time.
yeah, or he just gonna get out. They gonna call his parents.
Yeah.
When I was growing up in New York, we used to throw rocks at the cops, and we had a point that we had to get to. If such and such didn't get there, we knew he got caught. But we knew he was getting out that night.
Right.
Because we knew they wasn't gonna take an old 6, 7-year-old and
Right.
put him in lockup. They're gonna send him back home. You know certain things. So yeah, that's been going on for a minute, especially like I said with the drug game. Like I said, these kids, these backpacks be having weight in them. Weight on their way home from school.
Yeah, they get caught
Stop,
with
pick something up, and keep it moving. These kids be having weight, man.
They get caught with it, man. They get caught with real drugs on them.
Robbie said absolutely unequivocally no. Not made to be prison reform. It's not made to change your behavior or corrective measures. I'm going to say this last part you said because that's going to be a part of top 5. She said they put them out with $10 bus passes and what you came in with.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Slap on the wrist.
I wanted
That's
to
why I was a
ask,
police officer, man. I hate it. We hated dealing with juveniles, man, because your whole day,
So much with paperwork.
your whole day gone.
Yeah.
Your whole day, it was so much easier just, hey, man, where you
so
live at?
that's why you let them go?
Take them home.
Take him home, man. I'm not gonna sit here at that juvenile all day long with you. Because my whole day gone, I'm dealing with this juvenile, man. Whole day gone.
But that's probably good anyway,
For
though,
nothing.
to take them home.
For
though.
nothing's gonna happen. I mean, nothing's
Yeah.
gonna happen if I see y'all spend my whole day
Okay.
taking the juvenile, and then if they can't, have no room, whatever it could be, they're gonna call you back to come pick them back up
And take
Wow.
them back.
take them home.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just gonna take you home now.
Yeah.
You said cut to the chase.
I don't say it's waste my whole day.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't say waste my whole day because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I ain't waste my whole day
I
dealing
want
with
to
you.
ask y'all about this little boy. Both any of y'all can answer. The 6-year-old that shot the teacher. What was his? Where would they put him at? What would they do with him at 6?
They have young detention centers. They do.
Okay.
They have
Like
them.
what group is that?
They like 10 down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're small. Yeah.
It's usually not a lot.
Yeah, I think the one here, close to here, is off of Moreland. Like in like what the movie theater is. Past there, and it's up in.
So do they get time? I mean, I know they get time, but do they get
You-
years?
They can get sentenced as an adult.
Okay.
Yeah,
on-
you can
depending
get
on the
sentenced
crime.
as an adult, or you can end up in one of those. You get sentenced. You might get years, but your first amount of years is spent with people of your age or the youth or whatever. Then once you age out, you move on over to the adult camp.
Some of the boys' homes, most of them are closed.
I in North Carolina, I've seen where somebody's done big boy crime at 15, and was tried as an adult. By the time they got to court and everything, they were 17 or 18. They put them right in there, put them in there with the adults.
Yeah.
They put them in. When they
Was he a black kid?
I've seen
Because
all
I've
of
seen them do that a lot to the black kids, but
Oh, they doing the white too.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen them do it to some white kids. And not as many. Back then, too many white kids walk around shooting nobody. It was mostly, where I was, it was most of the black kids that was doing it. But this one kid I know in particular. Matter of fact, when I went home, I actually reached out to somebody and they told me, they said, yeah, he's still living. Because he was like folklore in the Rockingham, North Carolina area. He was, that boy was Bad news, boy.
Terrible.
He was bad news, man.
Old dog.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was bad news, man. When he came to the youth camp, they let him walk through Jam Pop one day. That night, they told us go get him. We locking him in isolation. Yeah, he because they felt that he was just gonna get other people started, and it was gonna make it too hard for us to do our job because of him. That's how bad he was. He was a bad boy.
Okay.
He was a bad boy. Had a couple of cars. He was a bad boy. Yeah.
I just assume like at 6 that they still get out. You know, after like 18. You know what I'm saying? For some reason.
A lot of time they go through diagnostics when they get a little older.
Okay.
But they do psych eval, try to delve into that side of it before they actually lock them up. Because if you think about it, you get they're doing something heinous at that age.
Right.
If they get 13 to 14, if they hadn't had any treatment, you let them out. What you think they're gonna do?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Everybody got to go.
Yes, sir.
I see that on that 6-year-old, the female parent was sentenced.
Really?
I do remember they charged that the parent with the kid having that gun.
Okay. The one where they suing the principal. Is that the same case?
The 6-year-old that shot.
Mm-hmm. That shot the teacher.
Yeah, they charged the parent.
Okay.
Hey, brother, we appreciate you. We're going to do this top 5 thing, and then we're going to throw you some flowers. Hall of Famer. We're going to throw you a couple flowers after we do this top 5. But real quick, have you ever seen a sentence of anybody that what's the biggest sentence that you've seen on paper or whatever? That's
One of the guys from right here, Cleveland Avenue, locked up at 14, got his sentence at 17, 74 years.
Hey man, this is no lie.
Wow.
I've seen it, and it still is sitting there looking at, I'm sitting in the middle of the pod. I got 2 sides, 48 inmates on each side, but I'm running the gate in the middle. 2 officers on each, 1 officer on here, and I'm sitting there just looking at IDs. I said, what the hell? Dude had 244 years. 244 years plus like 2 or 3 life sentences.
Murder somebody.
Oh,
He
yeah.
probably murdered
Couple
multiple people.
Couple
Okay, that's
people.
exactly what I was
Couple
going to
people.
say.
But
Yeah.
think about that. 244 years. Then you got 3 life sentences.
Oh, yeah.
In North Carolina, life sentence was 20 years at the time. What type of mental stability can you have? Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Top 5, homie. Wait. I have several. Marietta has one. Trial. And she's talking about the youth. Yeah. For some reason.
Did y'all already give the top 5?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're going to stay on topic, That's why I want to read the rest of her message, because there was good points there. So the top 5 things that we think we can do to help your youth. Top 5 action items, basically,
Okay.
for the youth.
Got something, Dwayne?
Vocational programs. Boys and girls clubs.
Opening up more.
Youth organizations. Personal pan pizza for reading books. Reading books, get to go to Six Flags. Wednesday,
Facts.
get that
You ain't
personal
lying,
pan
bro.
pizza.
Facts.
I remember that. Where'd you go to school at, Dwayne? Oh, yeah. You from the crib. Yeah.
What you got, Jose?
Oh, goodness. I'm on the spot. Okay, so I would say, what was the program Big Brother? Was that what they used to have? Yeah, so families where the fathers may not be there, just having being able to connect with other men, men that are stand-up guys, right? Big brothers. I think less phones, and educating parents about what's going on in the community and having opportunities, like he said, boys and girls clubs, things that they can actually go to and learn about community, right? Learn about working together. Definitely part of what I was talking about earlier, having like mentoring groups where men come together in groups and boys can be there and they can talk to them about, like they have these programs with the girls, but I don't always see them with the boys at some of the elementary schools where when they come to the program, I haven't seen them for men, but I'm just saying this could be where when they come, the days that the men are coming to the schools, they have to dress up, have to wear ties, they have to wear suits, they have to present themselves as entrepreneurs, professional people, right? So teaching them like just something different that they can actually see, right? Maybe even more programs where within the schools where they take trips. Because I always feel like when you get outside of your neighborhood and you see other ways to live, now it opens up your mind. And of course, what I've been saying the whole time is like Dwayne said, the vocational or some type of diversion programs to give them other skills. Because once you start dreaming, I went to school at 14 to be a cosmetologist. And so, but I started doing hair at like 11 or 12. Once you start dreaming about a future, then certain things you're not going to accept because you feel like you're en route to something, right? And that's going to take up my time, my energy. Even as a child, like, no, if I'm trying to go here next year, focus. I can't. Yeah, it gives them focus. That's what I think. So, yeah.
That's why those racehorses have those blinders on.
Yes.
They can't see what's going on around them. All they can focus on is the finish line.
That's right.
Ooh, that boy good.
Drop the bar right there.
Yeah.
What you got, Harvey?
Man, parenting classes. Parents need mentors too, because these parents are young.
Good point.
Yeah.
The ones I'm just talking about my demographic, what I see.
Yeah.
If the kids are 17, the moms and dads are 17, or 34, 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They haven't had a chance to grow up.
Or younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, younger. Parenting classes, group sessions, counseling with the kids and the parents. Mm-hmm. Because there are underlying issues that the kids have with the parents. Always. Whether parental style, the way they grow up, what they've seen, kids are sponges. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's learned behavior. Absolutely. I used to walk in the back. My son used to, real quick story, my son used to, ain't gonna say which one. He might be watching. but go in the bathroom with the potty right there, but with pee all on the curtains and everything, and it's just target practice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. Hold on. So I used to go in the bathroom with him and whip out and just pee while he's standing beside me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This little joker started doing this after one day. Learn behavior. Even arch his back and go, just like me.
Facts.
I said, man, is this all I had to do?
Facts.
He probably watched. He laughed. He laughing. I'm sure he laughing right now because he texted me, told me to watch it. Right. So, but yeah, learn behavior. Parents need to learn what to say, when to say it, definitely around the kids. So I think parental counseling with the kids too, not just them. Like Dwayne said, vocational. But I want to start them in elementary. find their interest.
Facts.
You know, put vocational in the elementary schools. You know, it don't have to be a full-fledged thing. It can be drafting. It can be
Just
you know,
Just let them feel it.
on a smaller
they
scale.
gravitate
You know,
towards
electrician. You know, beautician. Like she said, put them in the elementary schools. So when they get in middle and high school, they already be focused on what they want to do, or have an idea of what they want to do. Whoopings.
Man, you got me. You got me. You got me. Boy, you got me.
You know, I'm just playing, but I'm not. But
No.
kids, man, we all of a certain age in here. We got straight.
Huh? Scared straight.
We got straight. But you get a whooping now, man. Your parents go to jail. Now you come on, parent get out of jail. Now you want to get rid of the little mug. You got me locked up. Oh man, I lost my job. You know, we can laugh about it, but you know, we lived through it, and you know, I don't know.
It happened to me.
You know, we survived. We
My
survived.
mom. Yeah.
We survived and became productive citizens. I know that's a sidebar, but yeah, and what trauma.
I mean,
But you survived.
my mom blacked my eye and made me go to church with her. And I left church. Called. I told them, y'all need to come pick me up because I was thinking of what I was gonna do to her when I got home. Yeah. It was trauma, definitely trauma. And she said those exact words. She said, you almost got me locked up. She had to take parenting classes. She hated it.
Yeah. And
Shoot.
No, I did not. Absolutely not.
that's
What
trauma.
kid deserves to be somebody hit them in their eye?
2P.
Come on.
2P. What he said,
Come
2P.
on. Right.
Yeah, she.
No.
She-
No. Not me.
You learn.
I actually was a really good kid. Like I didn't like whoopings, so I didn't do
But you learn.
No, I didn't. I was trying to. I got away from her as soon. Yeah. I moved out at 17.
Should have
I
done.
was trying to leave before that.
I'm just messing with you. That's how I deal with trauma, bro. That's how I deal with that right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That
no
right
lies told.
there. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last thing is, I think kids need to be taught self-esteem. Self-esteem classes. I know that may sound a little weird.
No, you're 100% right.
That was one of mine. So I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe you're anything, you'll accept anything, and you'll do anything, you'll say anything. You know? Kids be cussing, and I get it. We all did it with our friends. But when the adult walked out that store or whatever, we tighten up.
Shut up. Exactly.
How you doing, ma'am? She would have never known that we was just out here saying mother, sucker.
Right.
She never would have known.
Right.
But these kids, they won't even shut up. Look right at, look right in the face, and they keep
F you.
and go right back to it. Self-esteem is a big part of some of the things that these kids go through.
100%.
What you got, Teasy?
All right. One of mine is in regards to sports programs. I think that some of these grants need to be used to lower the fees because I think a lot of kids now are not getting a chance to play sports because of the cost that has come about now, and especially in something like football. Now in basketball, it's going up because everybody got to have the right uniform. They got to have bags and all that. I think somehow that has to be looked upon because let's face it, sports is something that will teach
More than just sports.
children. It's exactly, and it doesn't mean
More than sports.
that they're going to the NFL or going to the pros. It teaches you so many different values. Just playing sports.
Yeah.
More women mentors, and I'm even speaking of mentoring boys. I think if young boys heard from women more, it would at least teach them more about respecting women more instead of just hearing from men.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna tell you out here, but now if you hear from a woman, not saying that she's going to lead the group to say if she's but a man should be there and a woman. Exactly.
Balance.
Exactly. And with that, in regards to the respect thing, teaching about respect, respecting your elders. We talked about it last week, where this pastor is going around saying that if you curse out around your friends, but then don't curse around your parents, you're actually faking because you're not showing who your true self is. I think that, respect and respecting of elders should be.
Now, you're right.
You're right. That was the consensus up here too. I think that respect needs to be taught more. Social skills courses, just in regards to being out and about around people that you're not used to being around. Just knowing how to act.
Adapting.
Just adapting. Just knowing how to act out. Just knowing how to act. Yeah. And then a good friend of mine, he's actually been on the show a couple of times. He has his own organization called Future Gents. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that we support the localized groups that are right in front of our faces enough. We will support the Boys and Girls Club. We will support, but we will not support the one that, my man Ernest Moore, what up, bro? My man Ernest Moore actually has an organization called Future Gents that he actually teaches kids how to tie ties, how to teaches them what fork to use and how to set up table. Teaches them about telephone etiquette.
Travis Barber too.
Travis Barber.
Travis also. Yep, Travis been on the show also. We need to get him back. But supporting the organizations that you can see and touch instead of, I ain't gonna say hating on them, but just not supporting them. We don't support what's right in front of us.
Not shiny.
Uptown Comedy Corner. We don't support what's right in front of us, but we'll go support something else that supposedly is known more, whatever. My man has it right. I mean, you can get any kid in his organization right now, but instead we'll try and send it to somebody else, that's supposedly more well known. I think we need to support that, support more local organizations.
Sound good.
That's it for me, homie.
All right. Yeah, anything, Mike?
Mike gonna give us one or two. He ain't never got to 5. Go on, give us one. Give us one here.
A lot of the extracurricular activities, the house sports and all that kind of stuff. That's big. My daughter, she in the band. I got a.
Said extracurricular activity, child in band, chorus, extra things like that. Okay. Keeping them active.
But that's a good one. Just something different than the norm.
All right, I'm gonna run through some of Robbie. She got life skills, transitional housing, job training and opportunities.
Life skills.
Let's see where are other education for parents, community-based centers, grassroots approach, each one teach one, mentorship program, having resources, interdisciplinary team and less foolery in 3 branches, family therapy, group sessions in the community, and last, love, empowerment.
Awesome.
She said your mama punching your eye was child abuse.
It was. Thank you. Thank you. And was that your mom?
My wife.
Oh, your wife. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, absolutely was.
My mom said home life, teachers and parents communicate, church programs, BTU. That butt whippings, what is that? BTU. School and sports programs.
Yeah. Old school, man.
My mom said the trade school programs were in school. When she was young, they took them out. Yeah, they had them in my high school. All of them gone, just about.
All of them.
Arnalina got reach parents first, learn how to teach and communicate with children. More mentors who really have youth at heart. Reach our boys and help them to make better choices. I think men have to reach boys.
I do too. I do too.
Self-esteem has to be embedded through the parents as well because we have to change the mindset. Sometimes using CBT and trauma therapy. I love to come talk to the 17 to 24 population.
Yeah, Miss Robin.
Oh, Baptist Training Union, yeah.
That was your wife?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
These were all some good ones.
Bad parenting. Too bad parenting. Generational curse.
I think I think it would be really cool, man, if you had some type of military training mandated in elementary school in terms of just if you just had a class or something that just gave them some type of leadership, some type of organizational skills, because I think, a lot of them they don't have any real discipline. They've never seen what discipline looks like. You know what I mean? If you had something like that to give them some discipline, I definitely think the vocational stuff in the schools is very important. Let's go back old school. They're going just something as simple as a vacation Bible school, something that puts kids together. I think if you had things like what we had in the military was called DYA, District Youth Activities, having things more structured for kids where the outside influences can't be around. Because we talk about a lot of times we be at practice, you go to all these basketball courts. It's like, where can you go to a basketball court at around here where you don't see drugs and needles and condoms and this
Lord.
and that? Oh, good.
Wow.
Oh, it's there.
Oh, that's
Wow.
that's where people go at night.
Yeah.
That's what it's used for now.
That's what they use it for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kids can't really enjoy it because it's so much other stuff out there, And last but not least, I think we've all said it, some type of self-esteem type classes and things to let people know, what it looks like. It's bigger than everybody can't be a basketball player, football player. Everybody can't be an athlete, but everybody can, feel good about themselves. And, I was talking to one of the girls in our high school girls we coached, man, and took her to the side today. She told me one day, I asked her, what does she see in herself? And her answer was, I'm a problematic child. This girl, 14-year-old freshman.
Wow.
That was her answer. I'm a problematic child. And that was my thought. I was like, for a 14-year-old to say that, you know what I mean? And I just told her, because my question to her was, how do you see yourself?
Right.
And that's how she saw herself at 14.
Wow.
She's been thinking about that.
Yes.
That didn't just come out.
And
Somebody gave her that.
And she's been told
that,
that.
That's
she's been
exactly what I was
told
saying.
Yeah, she's been told that over and over
Exactly.
again.
Correct.
Exactly.
And that's how she now sees
Yeah,
herself.
she's been told that a lot.
And I told her, I don't see you that way.
Yeah.
And I want you to start looking in that mirror and saying, I'm not that. I'm a beautiful young lady. I got so much potential. You know what I mean? I said, you need to start looking in the mirror and appreciating yourself. That's the only way you're going to ever get to that, to get that monkey off of your back.
That's something that I should have said that when you said that about the mirror. The God Guys play that we did over in St. Martin. By the way, we're going back. But they the director, the person that's playing my young character, self-esteem issues, that type of thing, alternative lifestyle. And we was trying to get him to open up in this role. And she actually did that with the mirror thing. Took him in front of this full-body mirror, set him in front of it. What do you see? He's like, She was like, no, what do you see? He was like, She said, I'm going to tell you what you see. And she told him. And when I tell you that changed that kid, bro, I'm still actually in contact with him, on the WhatsApp app or whatever. And just listening to him, not listening to him, but just hearing what he's typing, I can tell his life has changed. That is a great exercise that I think that a lot of youth could use. Just looking in the mirror and telling and seeing yourself for what you are. Telling yourself in the mirror what you are, because that means it's speaking right back to you. That is powerful.
Yeah, adults too.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah, it's definitely
that is powerful.
I was going to say, Lo, they got ROTC, right?
That's in the high school
that
level.
different?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
high school level, and
Okay.
it's not, and it's still an elective. You know
So
what
they
I mean?
don't have it in middle school at all?
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
but they should.
They should.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I see. Only reason I was agreeing with her who left a comment online about that the men is because like a lot of families have a lot of women in them that are trying to raise these boys, and and they look at it as they get nagged at all the time, and I don't know, because I think women discipline differently than men, so that's why I feel like
Oh yeah, it's
that
facts.
the men, you know what I'm saying?
Men have to raise men.
Yeah.
Taking nothing away, because I'm a product of a single mother, and
Yeah.
I think my mother did a hell of a job. But I
Right.
promise you, we had a village.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
there were other men that poured into me.
Yeah, my
There's
uncles
just certain
were
things
around.
that and just like a man, there's certain things a man can't pour into a woman.
Right.
It's no slight, but
Yeah.
Right.
it has to. Yeah, you need that somewhere. You need as far as young men, as far as boys.
It's just nature.
Yeah.
It is.
Nature.
Yeah.
It's just
You know.
nature.
You-
It ain't
you're-
no slight.
I mean, just like you said about the toilet thing. Can't a woman teach them how to do that?
Yeah.
She can't teach them how to pour. By
Yeah.
standing there and doing it.
Yeah, Hassan.
Yeah. I mean, it was always supposed to be a yin and a yang in the household so that you have balance, right? Because each person has something different to offer. So,
Yeah.
All right, real quick, because we're crabs in the bucket when it comes to supporting your own. This is why the youth is the way they are. Mine's a place where kids can get together, chess, skating, go to decent movies. That's why I'm talking about DYU,
Old school.
DYA. Yeah, some kind of youth activity center. Effective communication is key. They'd agree that it takes a man to teach, because a lot of the young men need a woman, a strong black woman, to give the goals. Yeah, that's why I try to give her different affirmations for sure. Good deal, man.
Yes, sir. Great show. Great show. Great show. Great show.
Outstanding.
Absolutely.
Jae, what you want folks to follow you, or do you want them to follow you at all?
You want to follow her.
I want them to follow me. I need some money. No. You can follow me at Jae Sunray on everything. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Mr. Harvey.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Bro, what is man, about 25, 30 years we known this cat? Yeah, man.
90s.
Yeah,
Early 2000s.
yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man.
As soon as we was talking about doing this show, that's the first thing I said, man, we got to get Harvey to come back up there, because he has an insight that
Been a while.
none of us can really tap into. He's right there with him, but congratulations on everything, bro. Hall of
Man,
Fame,
appreciate
and
it,
everything.
man. Appreciate it.
The prayers is there. We ain't gonna talk about that, but you know what I'm talking
Appreciate
about.
that. Appreciate that.
But yeah, man, go ahead and give us some going out remarks or whatever.
Tell them they can follow you.
Yeah, of course, tell them where they can follow you.
Oh man, I'm Harvey Glenn, man, on everything. Real simple, real simple. You're gonna get some laughs, you're gonna get some cries, you're gonna get some good stuff from me. I'm a family man. Love all of them, everybody.
So,
Extended family too. flag football family, all 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, over almost 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You get to be friends with a lot of cats, man. And man, just take each day and love on your people. Love on yourself. Don't take anything for granted. Nothing.
Thanks.
Nothing. Yeah, the penny is worth something.
Boy, especially if you get a lot of. What's your, where you at this week, man? Who you got in town?
Tomorrow night we're at Traditions Global Cuisine, a Tuesday night show. Thursday night we are at KOD with Destiny. Friday night we're in Macon with Mr. Rodney Perry.
Where my boy Mario at? I seen him somewhere.
Mario was last weekend. Showed out.
I missed
Showed out too, boy. Man, he showed out.
Golly.
And then Saturday night we back at KOD with Fredo Davis.
Fredo.
Yeah, Fredo Davis.
Fredo, my neighbor.
Oh yeah.
See him all the time.
But also, man,
Food
shout out to
stamp.
you, Harvey Food Stamp. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations on what you're doing, brother. You know what I mean? You are the kind of person that we need in this community, man. And what you give to those youth that's coming through your center. And as JT and I talk about all the time, man, we know that you do this on and off the field. But what you continue to do for these kids, man, we appreciate you, brother. We salute you. You also help out in the flag football world, man, not only with the youth, which you're doing extremely well out there in East Point, man. Hateville, East Point.
Best work in the world.
Yeah, man. But you're doing those things that we're discussing, because those things like the flag football is you're still able to get with these young kids at that level they need to be, to have a grown man talking to them and coaching them, man. So we salute you for it. But then even with the grown men with the flag football, you go back and you get these young guys, and even when you're not even playing no more, you're still coaching and mentoring. So, and then again, congratulations. Harvey's gonna be with me Saturday night at the Hall of Fame ceremony, going in
Facts.
as a Hall of Fame player, man, and you deserve it, brother.
I appreciate you.
Like JT said, he did hold, but his hold, he said I'm gonna dance with you right here.
Yes, sir.
Going to the prom, baby.
That's up.
Now, Harvey, hey man, you earned it, brother, and we appreciate you, man. My mom says congratulations, great show, stay strong in your area. Robbie says thanks, Harvey, keep giving it to the kids, walking in your destiny.
Thank you.
Good stuff, man.
Thank you, Miss Catherine.
Yeah, as you said, man, I giving you flowers, brother. You doing your thing. Traveling with these kids, like you said, showing them different things so that they can, see something other than what's right here. Yeah. That's pretty dope. And as he said, he reiterated, you held a little bit. There was a couple of times where I appreciate you, because there's a couple of times you could actually put me in the ground. But
Did you dirty?
You just held me up, and I was like, "Real, bro, appreciate you." Because you could have made me look real bad, but you looked out for you.
Only the outside, only the out of town teams got did dirty.
Yeah.
Let
Appreciate
talk
you.
trash to you.
Yeah. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate y'all.
I guarantee you there's a lot of people out there that want to say thank you, but some of them just for some reason can't. Again, it's what I say about our community. Sometimes we just don't want to give. It's like I was saying about my man Ernest. Won't nobody give him that support, even though he's out there still doing it. It's just something we still getting over as a community. All right, as for me, I just got a notification. Listen, the movie, man, I said it last week that I hadn't seen it yet. The movie with what's her name? Tran. What's her name? Carucci. I could be one like Carucci. Yeah. Like I said, I knew I was featured, but oh boy, was I ever featured. It's called Pray, Preach, and Love. I'm in there throughout that joint. I'm glad that my beard was on point. I'm glad that I had shaved my ear. Made sure no hair was there.
The table with the preachers and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
bro. I mean, that thing was like right here. I had no idea that it was going to be that up close and personal with the boy, but it worked out. So if you get a chance, check that out. ATL's Hottest, Uptown Comedy Corner is in there. Also, I am in there with my wife as ATL's Hottest Power Couple. I'm also in there as hottest actor stage play, hottest actor movie, film, ATL's Hottest Gentleman. There's another one. I forgot the other one.
We need to make sure we put that link up there next time too,
Yeah,
Dwayne. So
yeah.
we make sure everybody on the chat votes.
Yeah.
I need everybody to vote for Uptown Comedy
yeah,
Corner.
yeah.
Let's win the award.
Win it without the mortar. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Get it.
We everywhere, baby.
Stage play God Guys is going to be in Atlanta next year, I think in May. But we are also going back to St. Martin. They kind of got mad that we only did it once, so we're going back again.
Okay.
I'll give you those dates. Hopefully it's going to be late June or early July. Be letting you know about that. You know, hopefully you can get some vacation plans to come on over and kick it with your boy. It's a great place to be. That is it. I don't think that I have anything that's going to be premiering this week, but I've done so much during the year that I don't forgot some of the name of the stuff I'm on. Somebody told me I'm on some show called Grits, Girls Raised in the South.
Oh.
It's on either BET Plus or Black or something like BLK, something like that. Anyway, if I get more details, I'll let you know. I hadn't seen it, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. We'll be back next week. Actually, I think we're going to have some of the cast of this stage play. I hadn't confirmed it yet. I'm hoping to confirm that tomorrow. Stage play that's coming up in December. Want some people that they want to come up and talk about it, so hopefully we'll be able to get them up here. But other than that, man, great show again, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
your
y'all,
insight,
man.
your insight
Appreciate
was
y'all.
valuable for real.
Anytime.
Good.
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah, Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo,
And Jae.
and we out. You dig?
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap.